Good evening, folks. Hello. Hello, welcome, the Red Dawn. How are you guys doing? Curtis, welcome. Welcome. I'm doing fantastic. Fantastic. Just had my dinner, so I'm belly's full. Always a good feeling. And I'm looking forward to my week. Working from home, Homer? Well, it is a robot. Yes. You know what? I came home from work, and I was cold. I was nippy. Tried to fall asleep in my chair, have a bit of rest. I always have to have an afternoon nap after coming home, have a cup of tea, and then have about half an hour's kip. And I couldn't. I was just so damn cold. So I thought, you know what? My other dressing gown, my Leeds United one, is in the wash at the minute. So I thought, what the hell can I put on to warm myself up? Went in my wardrobe and found this bad boy. This lovely, crisp white bathrobe. I don't know if you can see the branding. It's P&O Cruises. P&O Cruises. A bathrobe given to us. I can't remember if I took it or it was given. I think it was given. I wouldn't take such things without it being given, surely. But yes. So that's why I'm wearing this. And then, naturally, when I start streaming and I start messing around and I get things prepared, put the lights on, mess around, go to the toilet so I don't have to go in the middle of the stream, and then I come back and sit down, and then I suddenly feel hot. So I may derobe at some point. Just calm yourselves down. Just preparing you in advance. Good morning, Mr. Sculpt, welcome. So, today's session, my friends, I'm planning on it being... Did I get a matching towel? No, I didn't get a matching towel, but I got matching slippers. I think it came with a... I got a package. We went on P&O from Southampton for my mum's birthday, for my mum's 70th birthday 3 years ago. She doesn't like flying, so I thought, well, I'll book her a cruise that goes from Southampton. We booked a mini suite, so we got a bottle of champagne in the fridge. I also booked a celebration package for her birthday, which included a bottle of champagne, some chocolates, bathrobe, slippers, and a spa treatment. So we got 2 bottles of champagne in the fridge. 2 boxes of chocolates, because we also got chocolates as part of the mini suite. So we had a blast. But yeah. Got matching slippers for this robe, and the funny thing is, I mean, when it comes to shoes and stuff, I've already told you I'm a size 12. I've got bloody massive feet. A size 12, and therefore their little standard size poxy slippers, I could barely get half a foot in them, so they quickly went in the bin. Oh dear. Do you know what? The funny thing, or maybe the not so funny thing is, the very first cruise I went on was in 2008. It was February 2008. It was to the Caribbean. It was on the Grand Princess. I've been on that ship twice. Once was the very first cruise I went on, and once I went on it to the Norwegian fjords about 4 years after that. And what cruise ship has just been struck down with coronavirus? The Grand Princess. Yeah, there you go. Interesting fact. Thank God I'm not on it now. Right, okay. So, yes. And actually, Princess Cruises is my favourite cruise line. Funny enough, I've been on 4 now, 4 different ones, and that is my favourite cruise line. But given what's happened, I think we may stay clear for a little while. Obviously, it's luck of the draw, isn't it, really? Luck of the draw. Anyway, welcome to Disco Elysium. There you go, Preamble and all that. Your town's a hotspot. Surgery's closed. It's almost like a meme now at work. You know, we work in an office environment, and it's like we were in a training session today, so I didn't do any work. I just sat there and listened. It's hard work being in a training session for a full day, because in the morning it's fine, then you have your dinner or your lunch, and then after lunch you really struggle to stay awake. With the best will in the world, it would take a very good presenter or some very good content to keep me going after lunchtime, and oh my god, I was fighting to keep my eyes open. You can see the Grand Princess outside your studio window. Nice. Or maybe not so nice. That's rather close for comfort, surely. Right, so anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yes, it's become a bit of a meme. So we were passing like pretend money around, because we were doing something that involved a bit of pretend money to demonstrate a kind of a tax avoidance scheme and how the money transfers between the different parties. And yeah, people were joking about, oh my god, I've touched the money, I've got any hand gel, need to wash my hands here. You know, can I shake your hand? Can't shake your... Because people are supposed to shake hands when they've done the deal. No, we can't shake hands, we'll have to bump elbows or something. Stuck hanging outside of San Francisco Bay. Oh, wow. State of emergency. Looking at some of the YouTube videos, I think the biggest state of emergency is people's behaviour in the supermarkets or the malls or the shopping stores, whatever you call it over there. That is the real state of emergency. Being absolutely clobbered around the side of the head just because you're buying a pack of toilet paper. It's ridiculous, absolutely ludicrous. And you know, the point is, people are panic buying and buying all this toilet paper, therefore depriving other people of toilet paper. And how does a virus spread? You're more likely to get coronavirus or any illness from people that can't benefit from toilet paper. By the time you actually use the toilet paper yourself, it's already too late. So stockpiling it is ridiculously stupid. You should be wanting toilet paper to be spread around everybody so people can catch the germs in the tissue paper, you know? Anyway. Sorry, just let you go. There's your health rant for the session. Next up, sugar tax again. Right, okay, so we're going to continue. We're going to start the ball rolling. I just have to minimise a couple of screens because my performance really doesn't like other windows open for some strange reason. Right, here we are, Disco Elysium then. It's been a little teensy while since the last session, not too long. And we had a big, long conversation with Joyce. And the fact of the matter is, we got some information about the mercenary company that came in. That's one of them have obviously been killed. It's all to do with this whole union charade, the strike and all that kind of stuff. And well, it's 1652. We need to get 20 real to stay overnight in the Whirling in Rags, and Kitsuragi needs to go and process the body. We've got some things to do that doesn't require Kitsuragi's prying eyes being upon us, such as finding some drugs to snort. After hours show, people. Lock your kids away. This is not going to be a family-friendly affair today, I don't think. You know, so yeah, what was I saying? You put me off now with your jokes. What was I saying? Seriously, I've lost my train of thought. I've got toilet paper just circulating in my brain. Yeah, snorting some drugs. Sorry, yeah, that's it. We're going to snort some drugs. We're going to threaten a few people. Coerce some people out of money if we can. We're going to question Katya. We don't want him there for that, given that we hit on her and really didn't cover ourselves in glory. So there's a few things he needs to kind of totter off so that we can do those behind his back. So that's what we're going to do. You see, after hours Klasje. What did I call her? Katya? It's close. A K and A and a J and an E. It's just a couple of letters difference. Right. I think we have to actually go to the body in the freezer to get him to process it. So we're just going to quickly run to the freezer and ask him to go on his merry way so that we can get up to a bit of shady business. Oh yeah. We're going to see the dark side of Hostel. Or should we call him Dubois? Of course we shouldn't. Kind of a regular normal name is that? Bloody Dubois, my foot. I think it was in here, right? I need to get my bearings again. It's been a while. So are we selling the boots in the pawn shop? I don't think we can sell the boots. I think we can sell... There's one more thing we can sell, and that was this picture here. A happy couple picture. I was kind of keeping hold of it just in case we might be able to find something else, in case this crops up in a conversation down the line, because it is an item and it could be useful. But if it's a choice between selling this and not selling this, and getting a place to stay, it's a poxy picture. Let's just toss it to the pawn shop, man. Right. Anyway, whilst you're all here, for a change, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask your opinions. Those of you that are here, we've got a point to spend. So I'm gonna for the first time opening up to you guys and say, what do you want to put this point in? We've been going with the kind of theme of whichever check we pass the most in the previous sort of session or two leading up to the level up. I've gone with that because it's the skill that we're using most. So it would make sense for us to improve in that. But for the first time, I'm going to open it up to the floor. What do you think what would you like to see Costo excelling at with this? You know, put an extra point in something. You know, maybe it's a check that's quite humorous. We've seen a lot of these checks now. So we roughly know how they work in terms of what angle they come at when Costo's having a conversation with himself. Physical instrument, more power. Stick with Old Faithful. We are going to be going to speak with a big burly guy about the tattoo and the gang in the Hardy Boys, I think they're called. So extra physical instrument could be handy, just in case we need to, you know, do a few flying kicks. Anybody else got any alternatives? Any alternatives? We've got physical instruments. Stick with Old Faithful. Authority, bit of authority. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. I think that's a good call. That's a good call too. So it's one for physical instrument and it's one for authority. This is worse than tracking the check passes. It's the same. It's the same concept. Many times it's been a close call. Anybody else want to pipe up? Kim's sudden snap of authority last time rubbed off. Good point. Could have done. I'll just bring up my phone here for a second. Okay, there we go. Authority. So it's 2 for authority. I like authority. That works for me. I think he's an authoritative kind of guy. Is our Costo. When he needs to be, he can put his foot down, or he can put his foot in somebody's face. Dual purpose, you see. Hopefully not while wearing P&O slippers, of course. You wouldn't do much damage with them bad boys. Right, okay, authority seems to be 2 to 1, unless anybody else got any other alternatives right now. I was going once. Going twice. Sold. Authority it is. I like that. Authority. Let's just double check what it says about authority. Authority. Serious dominance over those around you. Ability to understand the power dynamics of groups of thugs. Hardy Boys again. Know how far you can push a perpetrator. And how to establish control of the situation. Yeah. At high levels, well, we're never going to reach really high levels because we've only got 3 points in Psyche. But could send you into a knee-breaking mode. Sounds fun. Knee-breaking mode? As in, what, people's faces against my knee? I like the sound of that even better. I think authority is a good call. Right, extra point authority. Power armor boots. P&O power armor boots. Now, wouldn't that be something? Right, Kitsuragi. It's time for you to go bye-bye. I've got things to do and I don't want you here. Right. Bag him, tag him, take him away, Kitsuragi. And when you come back tomorrow, we'll be ready and waiting. The only downside to this is that we don't get our friendly debrief session with him on the balcony whilst having a cigarette, chewing the fat. We like that at the end of the first day. But hey-ho. Okay. Takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face. The dead man who has a name now, or a code name. I've forgotten it already, of course. I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs. With pleasure. To the motor carriage. Hopefully it will teleport us to the motor carriage. It has. And look who's gone. We're all on our lonesome, my friends. We eagerly rub our hands together with glee. It's party time. Let's get ourselves into some trouble. So what we're going to do is we're going to go shopping for drugs. Then we're going to speak with Classia. And then we've got to pass a bit of time because at 9 o'clock we're off to the apartments to speak with that strange chappie. If you remember, the guy with the cigarette who refused to give us a cigarette. We don't forget such things, and we're going to make him pay for that greediness and that stubbornness and that awkwardness. We're really going to grill him big style. Make him suffer. Oh, yes, we are. With our newfound authority. Right. Let's go inside the pawn shop for 2 reasons. First of all, we're selling a picture. And the second reason, we may be able to bring up the drug problem. He's got a drug issue, hasn't he? He's seen some things in his past. And therefore, we can bring up the drugs with him. So we might be able, now that Kitsuragi's gone, to maybe... But that would require paying for... them. And we don't have money to burn. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I, wanted to sell some stuff. I'd like to sell, that. Nope. Let me try this again, please. There we go. There we go. So we're over 20, so we no longer have to panic. Evening, Chan, welcome. We don't have to panic about not being able to afford our night stay at the Whirling in Rags, so we can breathe easy and enjoy the evening's events. Right. We can't resist. Now that Kitsuragi's away, we know how Kitsuragi doesn't like these kind of things. Any recordings of the cold Mama Daka? And he's going like, what the hell are you talking about? The cold Mama Daka? What? He looks at you with astonishment. Sorry, I would never have guessed that you were that interested in ultrasonic sounds, or birds for that matter. He knows what one is? Who on earth is this man? What? Yes, exactly. I was just taking the mickey. I didn't know you realised what one is. That's fair. It's been a long time since my Calder Mama Daka hunting days. What? He responds with a thin smile. Once knew a group of young musicians who decided they didn't want to play music anymore and started looking for all kinds of interesting sounds instead. This was before, lost touch with them after all of that. Well, sounds cool. Rapport building, so he'll give us his drugs. Very cool indeed. Not really, but very cool, yes. Cool or not, one of them was obsessed with the recording they called the Mama Daka, and he was one of those passionate people who know a lot about all kinds of strange things, so he got the rest of us to join in his search. Did you ever find it? We thought we did. We got together all these recordings of unusual sound patterns, compared them. He chuckles. Cut them up and combined them into the Symphonia called the Mama Daka. Oh, well, technically speaking, we shouldn't be able to hear anything, should we? I can't listen to it. Unfortunately, I don't have any recording from my old life. None at all. But I do have a tape with some ultrasonic sounds that might be what you're looking for. He starts rummaging through some tapes behind the counter. Well, we are going to go and find that woman's husband, who's a cryptozoologist. Can you imagine the look on their face if we were to pull out a recording of this creature? He'd wet himself with glee. Absolutely necessary for my research, and it could be useful for a police investigation. Please, get them out. He dusts off a case and then takes out the tape and places it on the tape player. Oh, we're not taking it, we're just listening? This recording comes from down the coast. Wasn't looking to record anything specific, just left a recording device there one morning. Keep in mind, I have to slow this one down enough to make sounds well over 200 kilohertz audible to the human ear. It will be strange. He switches on the tape player. The speakers begin to emit a low hum. As the hum grows louder, modulating but always unnaturally and comfortably low, like it's coming not from the speakers but also from inside your chest, breathing is becoming difficult. Oh no, this is not going to kill us, is it? That's an illusion. Your breathing is just as it was and will remain that way unless you start panicking. It's not as if Costello panics in these kind of situations. Sweat once again beading on his forehead. That same feeling he got when sat in bloody Thingamabob's chair. There's a growing sense of dread. The sound is coming from inside you, but also surrounding you. It feels as though someone is standing just outside your range of vision and watching you, doing this to you. No, I'm not panicking at all. He nods to you reassuringly, just as more diverse, higher-pitched sounds come from random, some appearing to form patterns. Hit your ear. Oh, no. Turn it off. Turn this machine off. Turn it off. Seabirds, most likely. Gulls and such. It's only seagulls. Seagulls, right? Seagulls? And skuas. But shh. He raises a pointer finger and inclines his head towards the speakers. A new, high-pitched, shivering sound. The low range of sounds is easier to handle with a focal point, but still troubling. You are mesmerized by the sounds, but also feel nausea welling up as the motif continues and begins to recede, dissolving in what must be the sound of water lapping at the bank. Oh, another level up. He switches the tape player off. You know now that I've listened to it on these new speakers. It's not the call de Mama Daka. Wrong patterns, wrong photons. Probably some insect trying to sing higher than its predators can hear. Still, fascinating, aren't they? Early morning sounds. Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Right, okay. Now that we're all bosom buddies and admirers of high-pitched morning sounds and called a mama dakas and stuff, perhaps we can share another common bond, and that common bond is pure holidon. Catch my drift? You said you've done it before, yeah? Ah, yeah. I've tried it once or twice. Yeah, it went down a storm. Here you go, Matt. You see? Two bird watchers together. Here you go, Matt. He presents a large cap-shaped object on the palm of his hand. Very odd-looking. Oh, electrochemistry's loving this. Yes, darling. That's the coalition government obtained Pyrrholidon. Straight into your gut. Oh, we're going to take it right now, right here. No messing about. Indeed. Bottoms up, they say. Taking it right in front of him. Goodness me. Kitsuragi, where are you? This man is a lunatic. Ooh. Oh, we're not taking it, we're just taking it from him. That's good. We can prepare ourselves mentally. Right, well, now that we have that sorted, I have other business to take care of, namely enjoying oneself. Goodbye, and I may be back, when I want to hear more strange sounds. Let's have a look at it. How many uses do we get? Just the one? 6 uses. Pyrrholidon. Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy. Let's have a look at that. A pretty little puck-shaped cap of purple liquid that can bring on anything from hot flashes to military-grade psychosis. With sufficient tolerance, however, it can make any weather feel balmy, if only for a while. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to have a royal party any second now. Right, we've got another level up point. We'll hang on to this one for a little while. It seems very soon after the last one. Maybe we might use it if we come across a particularly difficult check, maybe. I don't know. But if you've got any other alternative suggestions as to what this next point might go into, feel free to shout up. Okay. Oh, yes. Now, our mission was to find cocaine, so I don't know if this will actually count. Or if it does count. I don't think it does. Let's have a look. Find speed and sniff it. That seems to be quite specific. It doesn't say find some drugs and take them. It says find speed. Put it in your hand and off we go. So, in addition to prior holiday on, perhaps we're going to have to find some speed as well. Walking drug dispenser. Right. Going to go to the fruit shop for a second because, rather bizarrely, we can ask the person there about speed, and maybe while Kitsuragi away, she might be more willing to open up to good old Costo, who is dressed and looks like he's game for a party. Whereas Kitsuragi's a little bit stuck up and more inclined to be letter of the law, you know? Right. We meet again, my dear. You're still reading, I notice. Can I disturb you for a second?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Oh, I'm sure we could have asked you about drugs. How does that work? Where's your drugs, love? Oh, maybe it was here. Maybe when we went to this drugs counter. No. I'm sure we could... I swear to God there was an option to ask her about speed. How did I obtain that option? Aha! There we go. Excuse me, my dear. Just between me and you, off the record and all that. Do you sell speed here? She blinks at you bewildered. Huh? Speed like speed? No, Frit doesn't do that. Bah, what's the point if they don't even sell the good drugs? Pressure her, she's lying. Balderdash, right, never mind. Maybe, Classier has some speed. She looks to be she was quite spaced out the way she was talking to us that morning. I know we weren't exactly firing on all cylinders, but she was very, like, drawly. Talking like that, you see. Could have been her accent. I don't know, I'm not from these parts, you see. But she could have been on, you know, the effects of drugs. Yeah, I think we'll go and speak with her right now, in fact. Right this instant. After we've prepared ourselves for the conversation, because there's a level of embarrassment involved, and we just need to prepare ourselves to smooth things over. And whenever you need to do that, you need to get that bit of Dutch courage. Not that he needs Dutch courage, but you just need that little bit of extra zest, that extra little bit of wit and charm. A good old drink of alcohol is what you need in these situations. And not just any old weak Pilsner tosh. Oh no, we're talking proper homebrew style. Gorossy's extra strong brew. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about. So, yeah, that's what we like. And in fact, we're going to go even further along here. And we're actually going to pull out a cigarette or two as well. Oh, do it proper style. Proper style, eh? We're going to prepare ourselves with a nice swig of Gorossy's brew. Oh yes. Swig it down nice and good. I say. And also have a puff on some of these. Feel that nicotine buzz. Hey, oh yeah. Damaged health. Who needs health? Who needs health at a time like this? You need your wits, you need your charm. You need to be on the ball. Feeling all warm and fuzzy now. It's time to converse. I mean, we're probably feeling that good with ourselves. We could probably take on the entire Hardy Boys now without even Kitsuragi being present. It is a risk, though. But it's a risk we're bold enough to take right now. Do you know what?
One lonesome clown. What a sad sight. What do you want?
Ooh, let's have a look. I don't want to... Did we find the bullet before we talked to them? Or after we first talked to them? I can't remember. We're not going to bring up Everett Clare, forget that. No, it's come here as if we've had to rely on his help. Although he probably realises it. Oh, it's been told by him. Right, okay. Should we be confronting these with this information? There seems like a lot of important information here to be talking to him about whilst under the influence of drugs, under influence of alcohol, sorry. I think some of these need to be held close to our chest. But, let's see what else we can talk about the hanging. Okay, do you know what? It's going to come out in the wash anyway. We're going to mention the bullet. They're going to mention the bullet. Yes, how does a bullet in his head factor into this little situation? A bullet that you kindly omitted from your version of events, I notice. Huh? A sip of beer makes a surprise go down easier. How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe? Another sip. He's tight-lipped suddenly. What's your bloody chirp up? Old Gardener Supremo here. Oh, I told you. This line of questioning is over. The woman steps in before you can answer. You got the cause of death already. Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination. Don't know about arresting him, it's her that he's bloody locking up. Old Dipsy Daisy here. Right. Well, the quest log does say, confront them about the drug trade. You don't know what? While we're pressing on the matter, yeah, let's bring it up.
Clown. What a sad sight.
I've connected you to the local drug trade, my friend. Anything to say about that, Dipsy? Like hell you have. He leans back unruffled. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos. You're right. There is no local drug trade. Except you. Pointing at him in a menacing manner. You, pal. That's a mighty interesting theory. He rubs his jaw, smiling. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street. Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do to get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies. You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. He grins. For the good of the community, of course. Good idea. It probably is a good idea. No, I'm not going to admit that. Unless you can sell me some knockoff price. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. There's plenty of drugs still out there. You're never going to have a full monopoly. No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Boo fucking who? The stuff's probably from Jamrock. Speed, you say? Ears pricking up. Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise, and all thanks to Hardy boys. Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself. Oh no, the eighth Hardy. She's the one, the missing one. The one who runs things, the one who pulls the strings. Ah, okay, am I right? Don't deny it. My answer is fuck off. He takes a step closer. Oh ho! I won't be doing that, my friend. Not a good idea. There is no eighth Hardy. I run this goddamn scene. And here we go. Back to the usual. The woman sighs. I know. The little man raises his index finger excitedly. Fatty walked on all fours. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints. Go fuck your mum, Dennis. That's more like it, boys. She turns to you. You heard him. It was Angus. On all fours. Anything else you need to know? What a load of nonsense. Right, well, I'll take off for now. Watching you, pal, watching you. Watching you like a hawk. Right, 1709. So we've completed that quest. Didn't have too much riveting to say, unfortunately, other than a load of denials. My day was very good, thank you, Chan. Was in a training session all day. So it was all right. It wasn't the most riveting stuff, but it was all right. Just sat there doing not much for a change. I've seen that before, surely. Right, okay. We were going to do something. We are going upstairs, but I was thinking I had something to do before I went upstairs, and I've completely lost my train of thought. It'll come back to me, I'm sure. Looking for speed. Yes, that's it. How could I forget? And failing miserably. But I've got a feeling that Classier is the one to give us the speed. I've got a feeling. Knock on the door, then. In fact, now that Kitsuragi... Oh! That's what I was going to do. I'll be back. I was going to pay Gart for the room for the evening, if we can, just so that we're not tempted to spend it on other things and thus render ourselves homeless for the night. Let's get rid of the cash now and then it's done. If we can.
Can I help you?
Bill for tonight? Here it is. You need another 20 real for tomorrow. Perhaps I won't. How could anyone forget, asshole? Oh dear. Right, now that we have our room, we're going to first see if we can wash off the death smell. We had a task to wash the smell of the dead body, you know, hand in brain, pulling out bullets. We still haven't washed since then. Not pleasant. And now that Kitsuragi's not here, maybe we can do that. Don't know what it's going to offer us. Probably an extra couple of points and a check of some sort, but let's wash it off. Run yourself a bath. I want to live forever with the corpse smell. Memento mori and stuff. No, let's run ourselves a bath. Spruce ourselves up for class year. Ooh. Undress, close your eyes, whilst leaving your sunglasses on, of course, and submerge. Is it too much to ask for a bit of Radox? The water is only lukewarm. Oh, how poor. But still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely. And so tired. Oh, hell. We fall asleep and drown. Right, okay. No, leave the beer cans in. It adds to the atmosphere. The cans continue to bob as do your thoughts, aimlessly plashing up against the sides of the tub. Plashing? Splashing? They're not even really thoughts. Just assorted sensations. None of them are cute enough to focus on. Well, it's a bit of peace and quiet. You know, preparing for the evening's festivities. Let's come up with something. What comes to mind? The corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench. Then houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Darkness on the planet's curvature. Let's linger a little longer. Let's really soak it in. Soak it in and relax. Ooh, your fingers grow pale and basically go all pruny as the water cools. What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving. Yeah, go on then. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin. Have you not toweled yourself off, man? What's wrong with you? And just like that, we're clean again. Okay. Are we still... yeah, we're still under the effects of the alcohol and the cigarette. Safety announcement, folks. Don't ever go in the bath when you're drunk, please. Don't do that. He's not drunk anyway, he's just tipsy. Knock, knock, knock. Who is it? A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door. Somewhere, not far from here, the lieutenant is preparing her file. Classia Amandu, he writes. You realise a detective should be here for what comes next. It could prove dangerous to go in alone. No, it should. It's not going to prove dangerous to go in alone. No, I want him not to be present for this conversation, purposefully. Damn and blast. Blocked. That sucks. Fine. It's the first time that's the first time in this game I think we've been blocked from something. It really saddens me. It saddens me greatly. Right, okay. Kind of limits the amount of things we've got left to do now, really. Do you know what? We're going to go speak to that big burly guy about the tattoo. We can handle ourselves, not a problem. Now, we can pass time on a bench. So if we want to pass time to like 9 o'clock to speak to the guy in the apartment, we can do. Yeah, maybe so. But we're going to be doing our very best. Lots of like pulling faces at her when he asks, you know, if he ever pipes up, oh, how did you guys meet? Oh. I'm sorry, I've just got a nervous twitch here, nervous twitch. Right, big burly guy. I mean, is he going to really assault a police officer in the middle of this entire gathering? Nah, of course it's not. Would we assault him in the attire? Yes, we would. Self-defense, of course. Right, here we go.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Save it for let's just quickly save this. It could go wrong, you see. Could go horribly wrong. What's quick save? Is it F5? Yeah.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you might be able to help me decipher some tattoos, I've heard. On the grapevine, of course. Don't think so, he grunts, barely glancing at it. Suddenly this feels like a really, really bad idea. I know it does, but we've had alcohol and cigarettes. That feeling of a bad idea is much less pronounced in these kind of situations. Direct. Okay, we'll play it nice and calm for now. Just a simple investigation. Victim's body, tattoos. Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. Well trained, I see. After a while, he cranes his head side to side and sighs. Fucking loincloths really did him in. Loincloths? Yeah. He's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind them. Can you tell me what the tattoo means? What it means? He points to one tiny star in the web of lines away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. He squints at it. It's too small. You want to hear what happened here? Well, yes, I do. Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Banital, 41, monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. Banital is one of the inhabited islands of the Cemanese archipelago, near the Pale, covered in jungle. It was an anchor point for the Cemanese nationalists in the proxy war held on the islanders' territory. Well done, Encyclopedia. He spent a month behind enemy lines scouting kicked villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers. He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly. With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off. No, let him carry on. Our boy, he's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon, his voice gets strangely quiet. A long, long way from right to work. His gaze pierces the paper. At dawn, he comes upon two kips breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding, maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding. We shot the boy, he was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. Okay, let him carry on. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Spied in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make chief there. He nods toward the man on the gates. Shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. He suddenly bursts out laughing. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now. Well, we did get ourselves into this mess. Story-wise, of course. Of course, we're still standing there, unmoved. Very calm. This horrific story continues. Suddenly the laughter stops. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass. Something stirs in your stomach. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colourless, odourless. It's... You're not really a scab leader, are you? Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I won't take my mask off, but... He shrugs. He's under orders. And orders are orders. Ooh, interesting. Of course he was there. Okay. Okay, fine. Right. I've got an inkling to leave the photograph with him. I don't know what good it would do, but it just feels like the kind of thing we should be doing. There you go. Ponder it. Yeah. We can keep it. Call it a gift. Nah. You've earned it. He turns toward the gate slowly and yells, "All right now, free commerce, keep the goods flowing." On the photo, in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, glittering his dead skin. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? No fists were flying. Yeah, very good. And we've confirmed what Joyce said. Yeah. Okay, good stuff. Right, let's double check our little journal here and see what else we can get up to in the absence of Kitsuragi. I've got a feeling not much else, to be honest with you. So 2 signatures. I can't do that until we open the waterway tomorrow morning. Find somebody who put the clothes in the trash. Find a murder weapon. Kind of finding speed. Who's going to have speed? Probably nobody that we've come across right now. I think this is probably a little bit later. I can't think of anybody who would give us drugs. The smoke on the balcony is tonight after 9. Well, we have kind of done that. Maybe there's more people to ask. Okay, sing karaoke. Will we ever get to hear Costo's dulcet tones? Who knows? Right, okay, so just going to quickly talk to that female lorry driver once more, just because she is, I mean, she's denied any sort of knowledge about drugs, but she does seem a bit weird, so, you know, just in case she might have some speed, possibly.
No, man. You caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You gotta tell me with your questions.
Okay, is this a new line of conversation? Okay, so we're just talking about routes. I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. You're right, lawman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me. A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby. Is that all you woke me up to say? Yes, it is. No, I came to ask you for some drugs, but you're not playing ball, so... diamonds? Yeah, it's the same conversation. Damn you, woman. Damn you, woman. Right, okay. So we're going to plonk ourselves on a bench and pass some time. And then we're going to go speak with that chappie in the apartment. I think there's not much else that we can do. Nothing that's jumping out to me anyway. So, you know, why not sit on a bench in the snow, freezing your bloody ass off? Sounds like a perfect thing to do. Damn it. Where's Kitsuragi when you need him? Who'd have thought it, right? Who'd have thought it? Okay, so we sit down, I think deep thoughts. Wait an hour. 1829. Hang on just a second. Get up quickly and promptly. Whilst we're twiddling our flipping thumbs here, we do have a couple of cases in our file that we didn't sort of look into, and that passes time, and it's more productive than just sat and doing nothing. So let's have a wee peek. Oh, so I wonder if we can actually interact with these now again, that we've got a bit more information maybe. No. We've got apricot chewing wrapper. No. Handwritten note from the fridge. Did we get anything? No. No. Okay. Damaged ledger. There we go. Okay. Let's read a case file. So we've got a couple that we've got 3 in fact. We've got until after 9, so plenty of time. Let's have a look at the unsolvable case. AKA Leslie and Burke, aka the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On the 29th of January, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. But is it? You were so drunk you didn't remember what it was when you signed on. That, or you were high. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man. And you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop flashing his genitals to passers-by and for Burke to stop dismantling signage and rearview mirrors would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability, on par with you ceasing to produce the expression. Ah, the expression, yes, that. Carry on. Threatening, fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in hellholes that they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get a local gang of Zemliakis to take them out. What the hell is wrong with this word? Zemliakis give them ethanol so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all. And still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. I have a feeling we've sorted this problem out. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV and Special Consultant TH, had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of perdition. And what is Leslie doing? Leslie is the flashing man? Public indecency? I bet they switch roles. Okay, maybe not. Good, you're learning. If the files have to be trusted, that's all there is to it. And Burke breaking things, and the fact that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. You're drunk out of your mind on potent Pilsner. So he is a potent Pilsner drinker. Oh. We've got some of that in our inventory. I mean, how sad would it be for us to be sat on a park bench drinking alcohol like some kind of bum? You slam the hardened plastic board in his face. Then you proceed to beat him unconscious with it. Yeah, that might do the trick. In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but you are unable to do so. And we are still unable to do so because we failed our check. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who at this point is tending to Burke. Kill them. They broke it. Welcome to Torquay. He came at us. And at us, I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. Oh. You smashed it open on poor Burkio's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore. Can't get out of his apartment. An invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. Yeah. That's all that needs to happen. Files to the face, and then files to the kneecaps. Winner. Which is also why the officers responsible, or the officer, narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. I like that story. Does that sound like a Raphael something Cousteau to you? Ambrosius, pal. Ambrosius. Yes, it does. You've got to have multiple angles at how you get things done. 10 years is a long time for a case to be unsolvable, and many things were tried, but nobody had tried smashing somebody in the face with a bloody ledger and then taking out somebody's kneecaps with it as well. And it worked. Thought gained. Detective Cousteau. Wow. Fine then. You've earned it. What the hell is this? Right, we have got Lonesome Long Way Home. Apparently, breakthrough is imminent. The Precarious World. We already have that memorized, and now we have Detective Cousteau. Whilst we are researching it, we get -2 to conceptualization. Problem. Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau, when you say it, it feels like you're taking a bite of lemon meringue while sitting on the terrace of a seaside cafe on a cool summer day in Sur-le-Clef. It's everything you're not. You haven't created many things during your stay in Matinees, but you've created this, a fancy, sophisticated name that makes you sound intelligent, and that no one seems to acknowledge. Don't you feel like you deserve a reward for coming up with something so special? Of course we do. Of course we do. So once we finish the Precarious World, or whatever it is, or the Lonely Way Home, we are going to memorise Detective Cousteau. Can we do 2 at once? I don't think so. Right. More cases, please. The couch in an unexpected location. Some assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street. On the roof. On the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young and they thought they looked cool on it. They looked like models. They looked like assholes. Who on earth sits on a couch on a hillside on a roof? Bloody lunatics. Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about this damn sofa. Or couch. Or whatever it was. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations they took it to, where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes and drank coffee, because they felt it's intellectual. Okay. Wanting to feel intellectual, at least they didn't create themselves a new name, I suppose. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up. And you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved. No. I want to know exactly what we did. You smashing him in the face? You know, did we torch the couch? Come on, give me more than that. Did you ever catch those? No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what it is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next? Right, the next world mural. This better be better than that. Come on. Okay. This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight, on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Curon. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text, cut into their form, reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world for new people. It is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class." People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell letters have the litterage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumoured to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown. But we obviously did find out whoever came up with it, right? The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. Oh, that's poor. I'll read on. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organised by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock and Villa Lobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rumbling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, a choice between two options, and of course, they probably voted to keep it, right? A staggering 78% of voters chose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people. And it is too late for us. And all that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class. In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter. An agreement as well. What do you want to tackle next? I don't want to tackle anything else. I think I've read it all, thank you very much. My favourite was, of course, the bit where we smashed somebody in the knees with our ledger. Thank you for that. Right then. Let's put it away. And put it away. Bingo! Lonesome long way home. Here we go. Home awaits. Walk past Station 41 and through the market. Past the Buggy Street spearhead to the other side of the lake. The Frozen Eye at the centre of the district. Then past the video rental store on the corner. We just read about that. There, at the end of a street lined with pine trees, a small house, no larger than a matchbox. 11 Voyager Road. You no longer live there. Those times are gone, and so are those people. Why did you come here? Why are you still here? And where's the dealer? You have to get back to work. That's all you have now. So, speed, which we are still yet to find, gives us +1 to our psyche. And learning cap for perception raised to 5. Both of those are positive effects. That seems like quite a good one to have on. We can't, like, swap them out. Once they're learned, they'll learn. We've got to unlock more with skill points, perhaps. If we want to get more, but, you know, more of them. So, cool beans. Right then, so, Detective Costo. Well, there was a bit of conceptualization, but hey, who cares? This is important. Where did this name come from? We've got to learn the inner workings here. And we have to level up again. So, once again, I'm going to come out to you guys. What should we put our next skill point in? We're going to keep one skill point as a floating spare now, just in case we want to unlock a thought cabinet slot. So we'll keep one going as a floating spare. So what do we think? Can someone isolate? I'm going to come out to you guys. Isolate? Anyone with any thoughts? Oh, a clip of it. Anybody want to throw any thoughts out there? Look at this. Costo's mind is your oyster. Physical instrument. Zero conceptualization. What does that do anyway? Is it arty-farty stuff? It is arty-farty stuff. Physical instrument. Okay. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Ruffle a few feathers, my friends. Ruffle a few feathers. Right, because we've increased physical instrument, we can now try again our damaged ledger. We can now try again the ice cream maker. But it's just the ice cream maker actually. Oh no, and the damaged ledger. Interfacing. Okay, hang on. Hang on a second. So the physical instrument ice cream maker, we need a more hardy pry bar thing. So we're not going to do that one again, but we will bear it in mind. But this one we can do now, and in fact we have interfacing gloves, if I'm not mistaken, and interfacing something else. Let's have a look at this. We have interfacing gloves for certain. The yellow gloves of awesomeness. Let's put them on. Anything else that increases our interfacing? No, just them. Anything decreases our interfacing that we're wearing? No. Okay. So whilst donning ridiculously bright and large yellow gloves, it's time to just check our ledger again. Bye bye bugs. Let's have a look what lies within our secret compartment. 72%. We've got a +2 because we figured that we had cracked it on the knee like Burke. How cool is that? Right, that's probably the reason why it's now unlocked again, because of the actual figuring that out. That's the only thing that's increased. But let's roll with it. 72%. This is where we roll a double 1. Okay, lovely. Just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a draw that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know, slide the drawer open. Why have I gone through all this melodrama just to sit here and not slide this bad boy open? Without resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. And what's inside? 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. Ticket stubs. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the coloured pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to a zoo in Reversal East. The aquarium costs extra. Excuse me. What the hell is that? What? Pick up the card. Fucking kill yourself, you asshole. What? 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 We're talking to ourselves here? Is it that bad that we found a couple of ticket stubs in it? Let's just pick up the card. I'm kind of tempted to see what the hell this is about. Holy moly. No. Oh, I'm going to have to press it. I cannot not press it now. Otherwise I'll be wondering for God knows how long. What's that about? The words just crossed your mind somehow. Who were they? What? Just flashed into my head. Who were they for? Who do you think? I don't know, so I'm asking you. You. No. I wouldn't wish to kill myself, no. I was obviously wishing it on somebody else, totally. Let's pick up the card and proceed. The wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. Let's smell it. As you do. It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavoured. Ah, we have smelt this before, I remember. exactly like the gum wrapper you found, the same brand of chewing gum in the jeans that I'm now wearing, that were in a coal thing, or they were up there near Joyce's area. There's that stupid loudmouth woman as well with the red paint, right? What is that? What's this saying? Is this saying that these are my jeans anyway, or maybe it's just a coincidence? Let's open it. Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card, looped round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman, in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think, although it's not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter, so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please. No, I want to keep reading. No, we don't. No, Raphael, we don't want to keep reading. Yes, we do. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step on the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 49 and walk back to you. Stop, Harry, put it back. Raphael, put it back. No, I'm going to keep reading. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. Can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. What? Item lost. No. Hold on. Please do hold on, Harry, please. It's not game over, is it? To what? There's nothing. What's happening? What? That game over? No? No, just a second. No, this is what's happening?
There is nothing.
What's going on? Have we restarted?
Again.
What is happening here? Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on.
Oh, this is different.
Fluttering somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Yeah, this is different. Slightly, this is different. This is not the same wording. Let's just remain calm here. Let's just remain calm. Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes. That's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it, still trying to hold on to the great sorrow slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, I was cool. I'm a cool guy.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
I'm not dead.
Here in the paleomammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Was that the X something? The...
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Yeah, that thing.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
No, I wish to continue. Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Okay, so we just lie here. Motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Oh, it's not Kitsuragi, is it? Kitsuragi be like, I left you for just a couple of hours and you're now unconscious on a park bench with your ledger by your feet. What the hell's going on? You stink of alcohol and you've got drugs in your hand. What the hell are you doing? It's suddenly got a bit cold. What's going on?
Yes, they're pouring something on you.
No.
Something in you. And it...
What, bit of water in the face? Ah! It's delicious. Alcohol in the face? Oh, it is Kitsuragi. Well, he's come. Oh no, what an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. The man leaves us for a couple of hours and he finds us on a park bench. Oh, all skewiff. Stinking of booze. Oh. He's never going to leave us again, is he? You cannot be trusted. Oh, what else happening? What's going on? In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin. Oh, he's throw cold water in his face as well. What an embarrassment, man. Drink. Water. The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. Oh, you're back. Just in time. Now drink. He rises the canister. Oh, fine. I'm not in the position to argue with Kitsuragi right now. Holy cow. The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes, the darkness parts. Well, now that Kitsuragi's back, we can't take our drugs. We were going to take our drugs before visiting the guy in the apartment, but we can't do that now. Can't take drugs when he's present. Drink. More? I'm bloody drowning here. He tilts the canister. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body's not made to survive on alcohol alone? Oh, it's because of a lack of water. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, right, I see. You need a secondary form of hydration. Oh, God. Yes, mother, fine. With greedy gulps, you drink down half a litre of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays it no heed. What happened? I was just simply dehydrated. It won't happen again. Sorry about that. Obviously, I've just been so caught up in this murder case. Head on the ball. Lots of dots to join and graphs and spider diagrams and things. And, I've just forgotten to drink. That's all it is. There's nothing more than that, Kitsuragi. When you're that switched on to the case, sometimes your basic needs take second fiddle, play second fiddle, take a back seat, You know how it is. Right. He hands you the waterlogged remains of your ledger. Ledger of failure and hatred. It has now been renamed. I found this next to you. He pauses. I'll tag along for the rest of the day if you don't mind. My business is concluded anyway. Are you okay to go? Just simply nodding. I think a bit of embarrassment creeping over us. Yeah, it's fine. Good. God. Trust him to find us in such a state. The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped to your hands for skill bonuses, apparently. Okay. For bashing people over the knees with, perhaps? Let's have a look at this. So this is now an interactable item and a tool. +1 to Inland Empire, +1 to Empathy, but -2 to Authority. Ledger of Failure and Hatred. It's the same ledger you found in the trash, only worse somehow. It makes you think about the letter, about the woman's handwriting, about not wanting to get out of bed in the morning. Note, mouse over the item to see effects. Right. Okay. So it's now a weapon of mass destruction. Oh, you've missed a couple of pearlers. Missed a couple of pearlers. Right, White Morning. Another fort. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. We're not going to internalise that. Mourning is for the weak. We're not mourning anything. We're celebrating life. We're celebrating being Detective Costa. Who needs to mourn? Forget that crap. We won't be visualising that little thing. Right, it's after 9 o'clock now, which means that we can it means that we can now go speak with that chappie in the apartment. So and we've got Kitsuragi with us, just in case, you know, we screw up, which is always a possibility with us, isn't it? Right, +1 to Half-Light. I think we're going to go back to our black gloves. I quite like these ones. Quite like these bad boys. To the apartment, then. All out of toilet paper? I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. But the question is, did they have hand sanitizer? Where people are selling hand sanitizer on eBay for something ridiculous, like £100 a bottle or something stupid. Hello? We can try this mural again, you know. Oh, it's conceptualization. We have we have 0 conceptualization at the minute. Let's not do that now. Okay. This will be an interesting conversation, I feel. Do. Kept it behind the counter. Oh my god. Ah, look who it is. It's our cigarette-smoking, open-shirted friend. Right then. Let's get down to brass tacks. There ain't no hiding from me now. We're standing face to face, my friend.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette. And his shirt is still unbuttoned. Yeah, I had already noticed that, thank you. The cleaning lady let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not going to make things just right, my friends. I'm going to make them spectacular. What the hell?
Beautiful.
They're beautiful. He likes that. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones. Okay, did I say it's going to be a weird conversation?
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight.
All right.
I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello.
Oh.
Step in. He's already waiting.
Well, Sunday friend and all that. It's only our second meeting. It's a bit premature, but hey ho, I'm here now. No, I don't want. Let's go inside. Let's go inside. What are we talking about? I want to see who this person is. He might have some speed. Although we can't get it now because Kitsuragi is with us. Damn. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. Okay, now I really am intrigued. He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighbouring windows have lit up one by one. Besides, I've got to run. He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. But I just found you again! It's just like, I can't, it's like a really bizarre conversation. Just look at it. He gestured towards distant motorways all leading to the Golden La Delta. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this? He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze. Good point. A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important. Very, very important. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth. You got a problem, Kitsuragi? Back on form we are now. With all the embarrassment of being found draped over a park bench, a long distant memory. We'll talk, the smoker assures you, brushing his hand through his hair. Just not tonight. Interview the Sunday friend. Take care, all right, he says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night. There's something just so different about him. I can't put my finger on it, Kitsuragi. And they call me a detective. Different, of course. This is hilarious. He's such a good listener. He's such a good listener, he is. Yeah. He seems to listen very well. You like talking to him? Lieutenant squints his eyes, trying not to hold back laughter. It made me feel special. Somebody who actually gets me, you know? It made you feel special, he's trying to say with a straight face. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember? Oh, yes, his Sunday friend. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, very good. Very good indeed. Interview the Sunday friend. Right, fine. Close the waterlock on a Wednesday. Right, very good. In we pop then. Who is this Sunday friend? What if it's that woman? What's she called? Old Hardy number 8. No, don't recognise him. Don't mind me, Sunday friend. Detective work. A business magazine. Ah, very good. Governmental issues take me all over Evershall, I see. You know what? Do you know that's really... in all seriousness, do you know that guy? I think there's more to him than meets the eye, you know. I think he looks like a nobody, a bit of a, you know... But I'm telling you, there's probably something really important about him. I bet you. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. A Samaran conical hat. We are looking for a hat. It's the only thing we do not have to complete our look, but I don't think this is going to do it, but we'll take it anyway. You don't like smokers? It's a shame. It's a shame. Maybe we should give up, eh? It's bad for your health, Costo. More Japanese-themed things. A party dragon's silk robe, +1 to drama and electrochemistry. Oh my god. Do you know what? When Kitsuragi's gone to bed and we're left alone in our room, we're probably going to try these things on. I'm looking over there. Should be looking here. We're probably going to try these things on. you know, Japanese robe, conical hat. It could work. And if only in front of our own mirror, there's nobody else to see it, we're going to try it on. Yes, we are. An old photo of the same apartment, dated year 01. We've got to put on the weird clothes and then take some drugs. How about do the drugs first, then put the clothes on? And then we might even get it into our heads, in our drug-induced state, that they actually look good, and we may venture out into the public wearing them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine Kitsuragi's face? Oh my god, this has to happen. What we're going to do is we're going to take some drugs, maybe have a smoke, debrief, all that kind of stuff. Then we're going to go into the privacy of our room, try on the strange garb, and then we're going to do a random roll. We're going to do a random roll based on Cousteau's mind as to whether he thinks he looks cool in it. And if he thinks he looks cool in it based on the random roll, for the entire of Wednesday, the next day in the game, we're going to walk around in that attire. That's what we're going to do. Party Dragon's Silk Robe. Become the dragon. +1 to drama. +1 to electrochemistry. Become an addict. In a strange bathing robe. This sleazy, silky bathing robe in vibrant blue features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive. Not ideal. But only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care. Okay, and the hat? Super logical for a cop to wear this. Insensitive bachelor party vibes. This tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom. Its straws sticking up like antennae. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. A bit insensitive, these items, apparently. All we need to do is stroll down to the old downstairs area of the Whirling Rags on Wednesday morning wearing this whilst sipping tea with our Chinese farmer mug for full effect. Goodness me. But we're still doing it. Right, are we done? We are done. And who might you be?
Officers of the Reverschel Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks. I should have practiced my French accent off camera for these precise moments. You shouldn't be seeing him as an intimate setting. For some reason you feel this man is your superior. Really? Superior? But he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc.
And what does that mean exactly?
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
I don't know. It must be the after effects of either... This must be borderline water poisoning that has taken over Cousteau right now. He's sipped back so much water, it's gone to his head quicker than any alcohol because he suddenly has the urge to just come out with random claptrap at the moment. Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this absolutely fantastic canopy. What?
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things.
Yeah.
He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy.
Well, I mean, the Whirling Rags, they could do with an upgrade. They could really do with an upgrade.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. Okay, very well, very good, yes. Oh my God. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed. Take the hint, detective. We're not here to talk about canopies. Oh, well, damn. What's an official like you doing in Martinez? The coalition is only looking out for the price... for the price stability. He raises an index finger. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Okay. The price stability. It is the most important thing. And that doesn't tell me anything. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essentially maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability. Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change. Oh, right. Oh, well, you see, Kitsuragi, why can't you talk in bloody plain English? Precisement. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for the bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. This is all fascinating stuff. But let's change the subject. But not too far below. No, too far below is also bad. Below, but close. Okay, I get the picture. 2% inflation. Whoopie-doo. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informal pamphlet? No, I do not wish for an informational pamphlet. Thank you very much. If you were handing out pamphlets of draped beds, I would have taken them off your hands, but this sounds very boring. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. He pats his pockets. But, oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. Thank the heavens. Too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency. What the hell is this guy flapping his gums about? Right. What are you doing here in this apartment? Ah, well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. He smiles. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. Right. Very good. Very good. Let's talk about something else. This bloody claptrap. So, your friend that's just exited the scene again. Tell me a bit about him. I have a feeling he's got a part to play in this whole affair. I think it's going to be very useful. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and his life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. Right, okay. So Kedra, it's obviously a place, fine. How did you two become friends? In fact, to get to the crux of it, you still haven't exactly told me who he is. Sorry, who? Your friend, the smoke on the balcony? Just talking about him? But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It's a cornerstone of our... Yes, but who is he? Name would be a start of a 10. Officer, you have to understand, I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation. So all you can tell me is that he's here to study the arts. He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes. Which arts? He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. And how did you even become friends? How did any of us become friends? This guy is a politician, 100%. He just talks in riddles. He just talks nonsense. He doesn't answer questions properly. 100% politician man. Bad things happening on the Insulindian isolar, oil platforms ablaze in the night, civil wars lasting for years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in. Yeah, what the hell are you talking about? He's beginning to bore us, this man. He's a high-up politician, so we can't punch him. And we don't wish to speak to him, which really doesn't leave us with much option other than to just completely ignore him. But we need information. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too. Okay, so what are you doing in your apartment? Or in his apartment, sorry. I'm just enjoying the view. The man smiles, nodding to the window. I can't see the view, it's dark outside. Listen, he says, raising his hand. Nothing? The Insulindian Bay. What about it? This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million-real view stays. You can't take that away. He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the dark glass. Yes, anyway, back to your friend. Ah, my friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee. Isn't it rude for him to leave you alone in the apartment? We're old friends. Nothing's taboo between us. He comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active. Interesting. So, did you actually witness the lynching? You have not told me anything at all of import, at least to our knowledge, so far. It's a rather disappointing conversation, really. I'm sorry to say, I did, officer. Oh, the man gives a solemn nod. Start from the beginning, if you don't mind. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. The lieutenant is already scribbling down notes. What do you mean, like in a play? It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in carrying what looked like a body, and then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this. Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting. Well, we already know this, right? How many were there? I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10, maybe 8. Lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number. Any of them particularly big, like 200 kilograms big? That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, so far as I could tell. What happened next? I went back inside. Oh, come on. Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing. Were you able to see anything from inside? Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. Men? Women? All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. But we're fairly certain the lady driver was present. The lieutenant flips through his notes. Are you sure at least one of them wasn't a woman? It's possible, officer, but I cannot say with certainty. It was very dark, you must remember. Ethnicities? I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them, and I'm quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent. What happened next? Well, that's the strangest part. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There was no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. Why did you call the RCM? The man wipes his glasses. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add. About what time was all this happening, approximately? All I can say, it was late. You didn't check your watch? My watch? He looks at his watch as though noticing it for the first time. Yes. Now I remember. It was 30 minutes past midnight, give or take. So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you? No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day. Well, that was a waste of time then, wasn't it? I'm sorry I couldn't be of more assistance. Thank you for nothing. Moment, officer? Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Oh, hellfire. Why can't we talk later? It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. He pauses. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in unprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night. Indeed. Okay, so we can look around the apartment further just to back out the conversation. Why is the sun different here on a Tuesday? A good question. Right. So I don't think there's anything else to ask him, but we're just going to make sure.
Was there anything else?
So, bureaucrat. So just perhaps confirming exactly who he is. It's the only thing that we might want to confirm before he leaves. Commissioner from Sur la Clef, working for the Institute of Price Stability. Yeah. There's nothing else here. I think we're done. Interview the Sunday friend. Did we learn anything? Is it just me? I don't think we learned anything from him. That great, really. I feel like I'm missing a trick. I feel very underwhelmed by that conversation. Kitsuragi? Debrief time. I feel like we've got to debrief this day. It's been a very eventful day.
Yes?
Back to the whirling in rags, I think. Back to the whirling in rags. We've got some ropes to try on. Oh dear. Thanks, Hauler. Sorry. Right. Okay. So the only thing left to do today, really, that we wanted to do was to speak with Classy. Is it too late to speak to her at 20 past 10 at night? Maybe. Hello, JJ, welcome. Let's see what we get up to now inside the old whirling. So we can continue once Kitsuragi's gone to bed, but I don't really think there's anything that we want to do anymore. I think we've done most of the things today that we wanted to do. Still can't find any speed. But we have an alternative. So that's positive. That's positive. Right. So it's time to say goodnight to old Kitsuragi-kins. Is there a way to bump him off? Is there a way for us to... Oh, I think we've got to go into our apartment first. See you in the morning. No, I want to debrief. Can we debrief?
Yes.
No. What about our evening debrief on the balcony? With cigarettes and stuff. What? No. Maybe I should have gone to the balcony with him first. Or maybe it was just a one-off. I don't know. I quite like that as a kind of a, you know, way to just chill out and... flipping hellfire. Now I can't speak with Classy now because he's gone to bed as well. For God's sake, man. Can we look at his door? Kitsuragi, get up! We're not finished yet. What are you doing? Rise and shine, Buster. Curses. Never mind. Shut the door. Okay. Well, that didn't go quite according to plan. Never mind. Yeah, well. It's been a long day. Very long day. It's time to wind down, my friends. Wind down. With some Pyleodon. I can never say it. It's a good job I can use it, though. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa there. In your hand. Pyleodon. The double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens. Rare and gritty. A product of the age of atomic power. We take a long, hard look at the little puck of liquid. What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom. Yeah, we just find our hand kind of just working its way to the old top and giving it a bit of an unscrew. The container is warm to the touch. Or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up like an oyster. Come on, slurp it. Aggressively slurp it. It's been a long day. Oh, hey! Oh, oh. You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow, it's already almost gone. Tastes like fire. Firewalker, my friends. It tastes like many things, all melting into one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists as it did before, only now gentle flames lick at its edges as though it were a photo burning. Oh God. Actual fire? Not really, it's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm. Oh, 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 it's going to be so useful in my line of work. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Oh, secret task complete. New skill point. Wow. Electrochemistry. Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more, P.O. Hollidan. This stuff is going to give you insight into that little flickering light hidden in all the human beings. If you can keep the vomiting, because it sort of also makes you want to throw up. Okay. +1 to all psych skills. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages health. Hellfire. Oh yeah, baby. Oh hell yeah. So when rolling purple white checks, we want to be sipping on some drugs, technically speaking. But we're still under the effects right now, and well, let's party. Let's party. That was party big style, eh? Off with the G, just getting out of our clothes. It's time for beddy buys, because we have got a fashion parade coming up. Off with the necktie. Oh, it's the first. Oh, look at. Oh my God, help us all. The shades are staying on, of course. Right, let's have a look at this. Party time. Here we go, lads and lasses. Here we go. Oh my God. That is absolutely fantastic. I think the tie might be required, personally. Yep, a tie is always required. And maybe even the shoes. Oh hell. Oh, okay. Right. We're under the influence of drugs. And we're hallucinating. So, the question is, I'm going to randomly roll to see whether or not we don this attire. Probably not for the entire of the day, but certainly we're going to start the day wearing this. If we succeed in our random roll. Now, what percentage should we assign to the fact that Costello looks in the mirror at himself right now and thinks that this is a good look? What percentage chance is there of Costello looking in the mirror under the influence of this drug? Look how he's walking! He's actually walking differently. Is he? Or was that my imagination? I thought I could have sworn he was walking with a bit of a swagger there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe. Have I taken some drugs? What the hell's going on? I'm sure he walked differently. Electrochemistry is tough, but it's not necessarily. Probably the drugs. A little handheld fan. Oh, a little handheld fan would just complete that look. Right. Okay. I'm gonna say 90%. I'm going to go 50-50. I'm going to go 50-50 that he thinks that this is going to be a good look. I kind of want to wear it now. I'm hoping the check is successful. Of course, you can't see. I could do it with my phone on camera, but you're going to have to trust my honesty here. So 1 to 10, 1 to 5 is a he's wearing it, and a 6 to 10 is no, he really cannot bear to wear it and risk Kitsuragi's face. When we roll downstairs in it, complete with china mug. Right, so 1 to 5, we're wearing this. I can't even look. Right, I've clicked it. Ah, damn, 7. Damn, I want to wear it. Shoot. Oh, right. Well, we may find another time to wear this. If it's only in the comfort of our own room, as he kind of swagger on by. Oh, look at that! He's got his leg out. Good old catwalk pose. Oh, damn it, Costo! Damn it! He's still got some sense left. He's probably taken many drugs in his time, and therefore they don't have quite the profound effect as they might do on lesser people. So he's still got some semblance of his faculties, even though he's taken these rather potent drugs. Right, well, we're going to go to bed. With our tie on, at least. You can leave your tie on. Go to sleep. Damn! The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and you try your hardest to fall asleep. Are we going to get a nice night's sleep this time? Or are we going to dream once again?
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body.
It's not to be harsh.
Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you? It's the system's fault. The system has failed me. If in doubt, blame the system.
Yes, your body is a system, and it's failing you because you're failing it.
No. What is this? I was on the express to Zero home.
Now you've gone off the rails, baby. Now you're stuck sitting here by the tracks, admiring the wreck around you. You just can't help it, looking at yourself. The sum total of your accomplishments. You're just stuck here in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Well. Well, I'm looking at people all the time. Do we like people? The way we carry on, probably not. They will always betray you in the end. Yeah, skeptical. Best way.
How many promises have you kept lately, Sir Harry? To the great see-through world. The tenderness.
Women. It's the women. Look out for the women. They're oath breakers. Come now. Humans have earned your trust, and you theirs.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. Well, that's a bit tamer than the last dream we had when we were swinging from a tree. Unless, of course, we are going to be doing something else. No, we have woken up. Oh dear. Oh, what the hell? What's going on? These bloody dreams of mine. Flipping. Whew. Shake it all off, Harry. Shake it off. Right then. What are we wearing today? Well, we're wearing our normal attire, of course. What else would we be wearing? The blue jeans. Hang on just a second. You know what? Today we're feeling dramatic. String vest. Today is mostly a string vest day. Yeah. Why not? With boots of steel. Oh yeah. Oh no. This is not good, man. This is not good. How about yellow? Complements black better than blue does, I think. Costo. What do we think, people? What do we think? Spree decor and shivers. Will this hide our vest? No, actually that's not bad. Yeah, I like that. I don't know whether the shoes though. 2 authority but less composure. 1 composure but less savoir-faire. See, the thing is, these bloody maybe Kitsuragi would notice if we come down wearing these things, you know. Yeah, do you know what? Let's just go back with normal shoes. Normal shoes. Right. So there we go. So just a subtle change with the string vest. Who needs a crisp white shirt of logic when you can rock up with that? In fact, where is our other vest? Did we have a stained vest that we used to fly kick somebody? Oh, it's up here. Another row of stuff. Thought we were missing out on something. Right, let's just double check. Do we want any? Or maybe no. String vest. It's new. We haven't used string vest before. What about orange bum hat? Do you know what? I was very dismissive of this hat, but we don't have any. We've not come across a hat that we like. So today we're gonna wear orange bum hat. So it's a new day, new look. If we're not gonna be wearing our little Chinese robe thing, then we're gonna be wearing string vest and bum hat. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, looking good. Time for the bum beanie. Kitsuragi's face like, what the flippin' hell are you wearing? Kitsuragi, you wouldn't know star if it slapped you in the face 15 times, pal. This is the mark of an officer blending in with his surroundings. They'll never see me coming. I'm an undercover brother. Right, where's Kitsuragi? Let's go and find him. See what he thinks. The bum beanie sounds like a children's show. Welcome everyone to the Bum Beanies, and your host today, Mr. Costo. About the play, play days, yeah. Oh, we've got RCM officers here. What the hell is going on? Why are there RCM officers in here when I'm looking like this? Let's hope they don't know us. Just casually walk past the rather professionally dressed looking officers. And just like we own the place. Good morning. Good morning.
Yes.
How do you do? Okay. Nothing to say? No? Okay, lovely. Right. Just go check in with what's his face here. Guard, good morning.
Can I help you?
I'm going to now bring it up. It's day 3. We're stamping our authority. And why is he still fixing the bird 3 days later? Are you incompetent? I'm going to be singing karaoke here. Just giving you forewarning. Absolutely out of the question. Absolutely in the question. First we need to find a sad banger, and then we sing this place to shit. Yeah, as if you're going to stop us. But we won't cause a scene in front of unknown fellow RCM officers. Let's find out who they are. I'm very intrigued. Hang on. Is that our cigarette-smoking friend from yesterday night? Think it is. Well, isn't it all kicking off today? Horse-faced woman. So good Good description. The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you. Why would you wince at me? What is wrong with me? You've not seen somebody dressed like this before?
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Do I know you? As Lieutenant Kitsuragi explained, a patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant. Oh, she's just a patrol officer, is she? Just one of the plebs. Right. And if she is indeed one of the plebs, then she better adjust her flipping tone, because who the hell does she think she's speaking of? Let's just clarify things here, missy. You're a patrol officer, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, very good. Well, so am I. I'm no doubt higher ranking than you, so you respect my authority.
I know.
Here's the real deal.
I'm the real deal. Indeed I am. Why don't you want to talk to me? Is everything all right?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Well. Why? Why? I bring the word of the end to come. What a strange conversation. She's got a horse face. Who cares? Let's just do this by the book, yes? Nothing more than that.
By the...
She pinches the root of her nose.
Okay, fine. Let's talk.
Oh.
What do you want?
What precinct you from? What precinct? She just sighs. Am I from? God, he doesn't know. Shh. I have a feeling we should know this woman. Oh, is this a man? Fucking deranged lunatic. The sunglasses wearing man pushes through his teeth. Who the hell is he? And where did he get those sunglasses from? Okay, goodbye. Did you say something?
You look like shit.
Your ruffled face reflects from the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
Well, I don't mean to sound rude, pal, but your wig isn't doing it for me either. No, you don't. You look like a young god. Yeah. Children's games. You look like shit. We could go back and, like a child. You look like shit. No, you look like shit. You look like more shit. You're bigger shit than me. No. We embrace it. This is a look that we have purposely crafted for ourselves this morning. It's intentional.
Like undercover?
There you go. You were at the front of the queue when they were giving out brays, love, weren't you? Exactly. Like undercover.
Well, as far as disguises go, this is one of the best I've seen. I mean, I could swear you're an actual bum.
Says a man that's wearing glasses like that with a beet red nose and it must be a wig. It's got to be. That cannot be that man's real hair. He looks like that, and he has the cheek to discuss looks with me.
Come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
You better listen to her, Jean, before I lose my temper.
It's not just this week. What do you want?
Something. Hang on. No, it's not, is it? It's not. That's not my what was our partner called? JV, our partner? He was there during the phone call. He's not put a wig on and glasses on. He is, isn't he? Is it our partner? That's definitely not his real hair. He's put a shitty disguise on. I'll tell you, that's Vicmair, Jean Vicmair. I think it is. I think it's him. I think it is. Oh, esprit de corps. Oh, if we don't pass this check, we have esprit de corps clothing that could help us here. This is definitely him. I'm almost certain. Can we speak to him again? I think we can. Right. Let me get my bearings here. Right. Esprit de corps blazer. Okay. Put the blazer on. Put the blazer on in the middle of the... What are you doing? Nothing. Just putting my thinking blazer on. I'm putting my serious blazer on now because I need to think here. I need to think carefully. Esprit de corps is also a purple check, which means if we were to take some drugs, we might even have an even better chance, but we really can't afford to be taking drugs right now in front of a potential partner here. Nothing reduces esprit de corps. Right, so it's just the jacket. Right, come on.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
Yeah, this is definitely the worst disguise I've ever seen. He's even putting on a stupid accent, stupid voice. We know... Oh, we didn't even really improve it. Come on, this has got to... Please! Yes. Yeah, come on. Spill the beans. Take your wig off, pal. Do you think I was born yesterday? Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere. Come on. I'm going to allow you to tell me. I don't want to cause a scene here. Come on, take the wig off. Another life? No, not another life, you flipping moron. Come on, get to the bloody crux of the matter. Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... He pauses. To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? 41st, obviously. Okay. That's plausible. It's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds, somewhere good. Yeah, let's talk about this hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned. Oh, the hypothetical 41? Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy. Let's just play around. Who else are in our imaginary police station? You're not going to believe this, but the man pauses for dramatic effect. Police officers. Yes, sir, solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and, get this, and not getting their drink on at 2 o'clock. Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms, nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Long. The far-out son of Long. And so, what would our relationship be in this alternate universe, hypothetically speaking? Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment? Well, I gotta say, I think Kim's a bit cooler than you, no offence. I'm sure he's fucking flattered, but Kim is not part of this thought experiment. In this one, we're partners. Oh, are we? I see. Lieutenant is silent. Well, to be quite honest with you, I mean, you seem like a bit of a drag. Think I can do a bit better, to be honest with you. None taken, my friend, none taken. He waves his hands. Let's be honest, there's been some purely fictional talk in our imaginary station in regards of who would even be worthy of your partnership. And the conclusion is that a man with your caliber should form his own one-man policing unit. He nods eagerly along. Anyone else would just slow you down. Yeah. Do you have a crime to solve, or are you just here for the good of your health? Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes, and let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work. This isn't helping, she says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. So who is this far-out son of Lung you've mentioned? Oh, it's you. You eccentric genius. He winks at you sarcastically. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you. Want to tell me more about him? Or her? Not even a little bit. It's an urban myth, the lieutenant says quietly, about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You're not the son of Lung. Oh, it's a crying shame. Well, I think I'll have to conclude this little game for now. Neither can I, partner. Neither can I. His grey eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad. Oh, did we insult him? Is he upset that we haven't spilled the beans yet? I've got some questions for you. About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? I look like a megastar. I mean, look at me. Black vest, tie, beanie hat, disco-ass blazer, savoir faire, flare-cut trousers, crocodile skin shoes. Come on! Yes, he nods. Superstar cop, of course. This again. Again, you say? What was that? Who does this asshole think he is? A cop? I want to flip it. I want this to come out in the wash. Come on. Oh, he's not going to answer me questions. Why not? Because it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hagging? I don't think it's going to come out. We know he knows it's just a flipping charade, right? Okay, well, if you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things. Yeah, I'll just say them out loud. Actually, I don't want to hear you say things. Come on, Jean. Oh, okay, say things. He adopts a lighter tone. I want to hear you say things. Hear that? He wants to hear you say things. Say something. Say one. What shall we say? Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up into your head. Okay. I'm doing this investigation, and it turns out that a man was shot and hanged. You think he was hanged as a cover-up to hide the shooting? Yes. Okay, well, he corrects his blonde. He corrects his blonde wig, his hair. He corrects his hair. Hey, why am I telling you this? I don't know. Why are you? He gives you an odd look. Who knows why we do the things we do? Somehow, bouncing those ideas off the man with the sunglasses and the stupid wig felt calming. Like you've done it before, perhaps, on a balcony with a cigarette. Unless this guy's not as cool as Kitsuragi. You know what? It must be because he's buff. He looks like he works out, like he's got the devil on his back. He's not as buff as me, though, surely. Oh, my God. There's more. He looks at you in disbelief. You want something more. What is it? No, there's nothing more, actually. I mean, asking Kitsuragi who this guy is, he's not going to know who it is he? But we could continue the game, you see. Kitsuragi, any idea who this clown is? Because I certainly don't recognise him. Oh, world's worst detective here. He shakes his head. I'm not getting involved in this. It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses. And the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognise them. Okay, well, keep at it, officers. Good job and all that. See you around. Don't let the wind blow your wig off. Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? No. Perfectly normal interaction there. I'm sure he does that every day of the week in the Station 41. You know, gets dressed up, puts his high heels on, goes onto the town, donning the same wig, bit of lippy. Completely normal. There's something we're missing here. Something you just can't put your finger on. You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, but still. I did ask him, though. But maybe I should ask him a bit more directly, perhaps. Maybe? I don't think we're going to get any...
I can't believe this shit.
Okay, come on now. We've been stood here gassing for probably close to how many minutes? 25 minutes or something ridiculous? Come on. We're from the same station, aren't we? I'm going to say no, just to see what you'll say to that. What do you say? Okay. Okay. Jean, he said okay, give it a rest. Okay, I was clearly wrong. He's a firefighter. Male nurse? Animal control agent? Something of that kind? Not a cop, no. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again. Come to think about it, you might be right. You know what? I don't remember from anywhere. No. I've never seen anybody from my station wearing, you know, with blonde hair and ridiculously oversized blue glasses. No, doesn't ring a bell at all. God fucking shit. He pinches the root of his nose. See you around. Nice doing business with you. Okay, so obviously I don't think there's an opportunity to out him at this point. I think it may happen a bit later, but our partner is close by, which is, I suppose, reassuring, you know. Maybe he'll come and save us when we need it most. As if we need saving. Right, okay, so we'll leave him there for now. How very bizarre. And instead we shall talk with our good old friend from the balcony. I actually think I'm going to keep this jacket on today. Now that I've changed, I was debating whether to put this on. It gives me esprit de corps and shivers. Oh, I took this off and it actually gave me esprit de corps anyway. What looks better? I think that looks better if we're going for the bum look. It's a bit more baggy, less smart. Yeah. I think that's better, to be fair. I find it quite humorous that we actually came downstairs looking like a fool, basically, with the string vest and the hat and stuff, and we actually bumped into our partner, who was also dressed up. It's like, what are the chances in that happening? I randomly decided to put a new attire on that makes me look a complete and utter fool. The only thing that would have topped that off and been even more perfect were if we actually passed the random check that I just did and we came down in our Chinese garb, seeing our partner with that stupid wig on. That would have been just like ridiculous. That would have been unparalleled coincidence. We like bumped into each other. It's like, oh, I'm wearing Chinese robe and hat and you're wearing blonde wig. What the hell are we doing? Are we even officers? That would have been insane. We were like 50% away from that chance encounter. That would have been awesome. Well. Smoker on the balcony. Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous. There he is again. The smoker on the balcony. Right here in the whirling in rags. Hello, we say whilst adjusting our tie, as if that's the only thing that's going to need adjusting, you know, given the whole garb and whatnot. Hello. So what brings you here? A legendary check. We're not very good with composure. Perhaps we might not do that. Answer a question with a question. It's always a good start. I'm the police officer. I do the questioning. What are you doing here? No, I asked first. What are you doing? No. What are you doing here? Don't. I'll put my authority boots on. Admiring the atmosphere, he smiles. What about you, officer? Well, I live here. My room is upstairs. Yes, I regularly stay here. Hence why I'm here. In the morning. Yeah, that's the one. Convenient, he nods. Well, what are you doing here? Talking to me? He probably doesn't want to talk about these kind of things in the public domain, but he is here, so maybe we'll just kind of whisper. Other people can. I saw your Sunday friend. He was flipping useless. You did? A small smile adorns his face. And how did you like him? I didn't like him as much as I like you. I didn't. He's a government official, and I don't trust governments. Oh, shoot. He bursts out laughing. Why not? Who is he? Who are you? Two. Who are you? What are you? You two. Oh, okay. Why was he staying at your place? I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you. Do the check. Who is he? A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He smiles, and his smile seems melancholic. He can always return. Return where? To his opportunities in Occident, sur le clef. Still, he breathes in and keeps his lungs filled for a moment before letting it out. His coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know. He stares at the bar. Yeah. What are you two? Some kind of double act? What's going on here? I feel like I'm missing something. Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time. Sunday friend, enlighten me. I'm not down with these terms. He sighs. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. Is that even a friend? Getting all deep. It is. On Sundays. He smiles. Why was he staying at your place in the middle of the night? On a Tuesday? He has keys, and he likes the view. He waves gently with his cigarette-holding hand. To the sea, I mean. I see. Right. Okay, well, I mean, we'll try the check. We're probably never going to ever pass a composure check anytime soon. One of our clothing does give us composure. Oh no, our shoes give us minus composure. So, let's just switch out these shoes. A bit wobbling our feet, you see. Anything gives extra composure? No, it takes away. Yeah, I could take the shoes off. Take our shoes off. Why are you taking your shoes off, officer? Oh, no reason. They're just pinching a bit. It's pinching. Oh, these crocodile skin shoes, you know. Sometimes I just like to talk to people with no shoes on at all. Make me feel right at home, you know what I'm saying? Right. 8%. What? Oh, it was... Sorry. Wrong. Duh. They give you one composure. Savoir-faire they took away from. But that's interesting to see exactly how many extra percent it gives you. So 1 point is worth 9%. It's quite good. Right, okay, anyway, let's see if we can garner any information about how he carries himself. No, no. Sports guy. Physical prowess. Athletic skill. That's about it. Right, fine. Tell me about this muscular type. Oh, yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building asking questions. Any other identifying traits? accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Orangese. He closed his eyes. No, not vaguely. Scratch that. He sounded definitely Orangese. Was he alone? Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece. Oh, his earpiece. Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards wear sometimes? Yes, what was he saying? Just reporting back whatever I was telling him. What did he look like? Muscular, handsome. He shrugs nonchalantly. Strong. Like one of those military types. What did you tell him? Nothing. That I didn't see anything. He believed you? Why shouldn't he? Did you tell him about your friend? He takes another drag of his cigarette before knitting his brows. What friend? Your Sunday friend, the witness. No, I don't think it came up. Still something about this chappie. Thanks for the information. Sure. Anything else on your mind? His lazy eyes stroll over your face. No. Bye-bye. Yes, well, chappie. Again, I think we'll be seeing him. Okay. Let's get this over with. This is going to be painful. I feel. It's going to be painful. Is it too early to speak with her? Let's see. Right. Kitsuragi? Nothing. Nothing at all. Just follow my lead and don't interrupt. Whatever you do, do not say a word. Let me handle this. Who is it? A woman's voice answers, muffled by the door again. This is the police. Can we come in? Come on up. The door is open. I'm drying my hair. Drying your hair, my dear. Right. Okay. In we go. Okay. Let's just have a quick nosy around first. Hotel bill calculations. Looks like she's had an extended stay. Piles of dirty women's clothes. Oh, hang on. Sad. A sad room. Reminds me of our own. What's this? Bathroom. You can see the yard from this room. Medicine cabinet. Oh. Full of wares. Sheets of pills haphazardly stacked on top of each other. There's also a toothbrush. Let's look at the medications first. Pharmaceuticals. Sheet upon sheet and pill bottle next to pill bottle. Acetic acid, a pap, eye drops, blood thinners. There's quite a collection in here. Anything of note? Search the bottles. Pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. Paracetamol, histoperidol, something in a foreign language. Behind them is an unusually shaped nasal spray. It's labelled Nacra. What's Nacra? An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses. Search the pill sheets. Among some foreign, probably Messinian or Gottwaldian marked red blister packs, you find... What do you find? Electrochemistry. 97%. Of course we're going to know what... If anything in there is worth taking, we're going to know what it is. Oh, hell. A bright orange bottle with Peptide stamped on it. In sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby! That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat, just holding that little plastic container. It's not speed, but it's an alternative drug. To add to our ever-expanding collection. Interfacing. We've got sweaty hands. Cannot be retried. Take it in secret or take it in plain sight? Taking it in plain sight would not be good in front of Kitsuragi. I don't know how we would take it in secret. Let's just see if this will give us an extra boost. What's so exciting about this little orange bottle? It's speed. Oh, it's speed. Oh, it's speed. Oh, just what you were looking for. They call it dextroamphetamine and talk about psychological disorders, but what we're seeing here is some scientifically advanced trucker speed. Oh my god. Holy hell. Holy hell. Close the cabinet, quickly. Quickly. Gloves of pilfering. Don the gloves of pilfering. Right, come on. There we go. 42% chance. Come on, rolls. Yeah, look at that. Silently, the bottle slides into your rubber-gloved palm. Then as you turn into your pocket, in one swift, Derren Brown-like movement, Kitsuragi barely even noticed what was going on. Feels so sleek and beautiful. You got it. Here comes the afterburner. Time to become a super detective. Again, Harry. Stop calling me Harry. Just put it to your sweaty little hand now. Not now. Just chill out. Kitsuragi is right here. Hello. Let's not lose our complete mind here. Look at the toothbrush. It's distracting. What's this toothbrush, Kitsuragi? What are you talking about? Oh, this looks very bizarre, this tooth. It's just a toothbrush. It's been used quite a lot. Oh, has it? Oh, well, sorry about that. I thought I saw something. Let me just remove these gloves. I don't know why I put these on. You know, it could have been evidence in there. It's all about keeping things clean. Right, here it's a tool. It's a tool. Here it is. +1 to motorics, +1 to psyche, -1 to morale. Speed. Saint Baptiste Peptide. Look at that. We should order our inventory. So here we've got useful items. Here we've got look at that. We've got alcohol, strongest alcohol. We've got alcohol. We've got drugs. There you go. This is our little this is our little sort of happy row. All our happy stuff is down here. All of our, you know, useful. If you need a boost, just go to your little happy row. What do I fancy today? A cigarette, bit of nicotine, bit of speed, bit of pile of hyaluronic. No, I don't know. Maybe a bit of Goddess's brew. What way does the wind blow today? How on earth can I screw up today? Let's take some speed. Let's see what happens. Yes. Right. Back on with the regular gloves. So we're off to a good start in the ladies' bathroom. Confiscating illegal substances. Of course, it's part of police work, people. Don't know what you're talking about. Don't be afraid to say weird things. I don't think we're afraid to say weird things. We said many weird things in our time. You feel someone watching you behind a glass door. A woman. Why has she got a 2-story apartment? I wonder. Are we transitioning out? Double transition. Astra, menthol version. Yeah. Think I'm pooped, Kim. It's been a long day. I really must dash. I need my beauty sleep. It's only 8:13. Yes, I know. Well, you know. Party hard and all that. What's this? It's like a TV aerial or something. Cold coffee in an ashtray. This is a separate door. Right, here she is. Giving her our best kind of shh, don't mention anything too out there to our partner kind of look. Probably doesn't look like constipation.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean, then toned over several years of self-defense training. You can sense it in the sharp pointing of her elbows. Oh, wow. You can tell that from somebody's elbows? My God.
I'm sorry for the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Nice view you've got here. Nice view indeed.
It's much nicer now.
Her eyes wander north toward the yard, where there's now a distinct lack of a swinging body. Exactly.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
Oh. All in the line of duty. All in the line of duty. Yeah, well, speaking of cleaning ladies, I mean, I think I could need one, you know? Heavy party and all that. Remember as we discussed before, yeah?
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell is opened in there.
I think you mean Disco Infernum. You know, one too many drinks, bit of a party, nothing that we need to discuss any further.
They also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
Oh, right. And having to flush my documents down the toilet, maybe?
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I believe you have already met my colleague from Precinct 41.
Yeah, given the... Yes.
Have I ever?
Briefly.
Have you grown accustomed to your role as a police officer?
Very briefly. Yes, that is unimportant to the case at hand, though. We're here not to discuss my slight memory lapses occasionally. We're here to discuss other matters.
I can see that you have, officer.
Indeed, yes.
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there have asked us to talk to you.
I see.
She takes a pensive drag of her methanol cigarette. Be careful. Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult. Softly. I can do softly. No need to suggestion, just pipe down. I know what I'm doing here. I'm a consummate professional. 200 cases closed, remember? Or something like that in the ledger anyway. No need to dilly-dally, she's tough. No, I think we will dilly-dally, actually. You know, we don't want to... Kitsuragi's here, we don't want to rile her. She's got information about us pulling stunts and stuff that we don't want Kitsuragi to know. We better just dilly-dally a little bit. It's not as if we're rushing anywhere, is it? You'll sound like a namby-pamby. Don't worry. This conversation stays between us three. When it comes to roughing up a few people on the street, I will regain my manly ways. Don't you worry about that physical instrument. Now just pipe down. Right, just for the record, miss, can you confirm your name for us, please? Classier Amandu. And where are you from, Miss Amandu? Keeping this very professional here. Vredefort, Republic of Oranyi. And how old are you? Never ask a woman her age. What the hell are you doing, Costello? Police officers can get away with that, though. But you can't ask her weight, though. There's no reason for that. I'm 28. She takes a drag. Perhaps we should light one up as well and join her. You know, rapport and all that. And what do you do, miss? What is your specialisation? Something stupid. What's that? Oranyi's lit. Excuse me? Oranyi's literature? It's what I studied at the university. She raises both eyebrows. Oh, well, what is Oranyi's literature about? Not that we care less. Fear of failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Orangese. All national literatures are, only the name of the nation changes. If that's true, then River Surely and Lit would fit you like a glove. Interesting. So what do you do with this degree of yours? Nothing. I do nothing with it. Well, how do you make money then? Money is very important. How do you get by? Cool. She looks at the white cents in your hand. I've made more money by just being than I have with oranges lit. Being what? Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Arani 37. She smiles. Miss Arani. Now there is something you should linger on. I think we know what she's getting at there, don't we? Should we press this? I think we did, yeah. We showed her our coppers. Yeah. Wouldn't it be inappropriate to linger? Why are we asking electrochemistry that? As if electrochemistry is going to say, do you know what? Yeah, it probably is. Let's not bother. He's going to be like, yeah, no, it's not inappropriate. All things considered, very. Now linger. Oh, come on. No, we're not doing that. No. Understood. Come on. We were playing it nicely, weren't we? I mean, I personally wouldn't mind, me being nasty. Me having occasional nasty streak in me. Might sometimes want to do something like that, but no. Understood. Ooh, breakthrough. She gestures toward the table. I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison. She takes a sip. Just for, of course, the record and to support what you're saying, you don't mind if we take a look at any ID, your passport, for instance? I'm afraid you can't, officer. Why is that? Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets. What? Thank you for your candor. Why? They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. Well, then how do I know you've told us your real name? If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Classier Amandu. It's a weird name. Fine. Let's conclude this line of questioning. Okie dokie. She pours herself more coffee. Well, that's it. For the record, at least. The record. So official. Ooh, look at this, that little tinkly music there. Very nice. Yeah, I like that. They tell us you've been through something difficult. Something difficult? She raises her eyebrows. I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean? Were you sexually assaulted, miss? By sexually assaulted, you mean raped? She takes a quick drag unperturbed. Yes. It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it? It's not that early. It's 8:30. I've been up since 7. She looks around. The sun has risen over the sea. People are rushing to work below. It is. It's murderously early. I'm amazed I'm awake. Why am I even awake? So were you? Yeah. She draws out the word. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him. By him, she must mean the victim. Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more. She searches for the word rapeable. Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted? Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. Ah. So they... have tried to get her to tell us she was raped to give them a motive for killing that guy, right? Okay. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery, sexual assault maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier. Okay. Interesting. Those Hardy boys, go. They're gonna need some roughing up eventually. I'm telling you, they're not. They're not in our good books. Right. Okay. Can you tell me about him? Name, eyes, age? I'm sorry, I can't do it. She puffs on a cigarette. Not right now. Later, maybe? I keep seeing him, like he is now. I can't talk about this. I don't know. Hair, another puff, more nervous. I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later. Okay, so at some point we need to ask her about him. What did happen? Was this the same line of questioning? What did happen between you and the victim? We partied. My kind of partying? With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that. No way. Harder than this? I didn't know it was physically possible. Oh, it is. She takes a long drag. You're still alive. What did you do when you partied? Oh, come on, Kim, get with the program. We drank, sir. She takes a sip of her coffee. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him. What else? Get him here. Huh? You've got your notebook out, Kitsuragi. Take your notes on this. Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex. Whoa! After so much drinking and drugs, how did they manage it? Oh my god, seriously, we can ask the question. It sounds like we're speaking from experience here. Hang on just a second. After I've done so many drinking and drugs, did I say that out loud? Okay, were feelings involved? Yeah, you know, it's worth knowing if there were feelings involved. A little. The drugs were good enough, and we did enough of them. How did you two meet? The lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm. Downstairs. She taps on the roof with her 10-centimetre heel. Very precise. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar. When was this? A month ago. Something like that. Yeah, a bit of empathy. Must have been hard for you. Seeing him there. Swinging from a tree. Oh, yes, she says bitterly. I've had a great view from the roof out of the bathroom window. In my dreams. A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant. You called us. The RCM? Yes. Ah. Jackpot. That was you? The call? Reporting the hanging? There's no need to confirm that any further. I made it. She nods. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez they call it snitching. Reporting crimes is confidential in Revachol, miss. The caller's voice was disguised. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. Nicked it? What do you mean nicked it? With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire. Which landline? The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline. Oh, that's why it's broken. Why go through all the trouble? I don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk too. I was probably afraid the union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires. Thank you for making the call. It was the right thing to do. I didn't want to, sir, but if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. This is quite sad, really. How do you know the Hardy Boys? They're frequent guests downstairs. She looks at the floor. It's tarred. They have a booth for union members. They're probably down there now. And how did you meet? Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter. Did you party? A little, yeah. Like you parted with the deceased? No. Not as hard. I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys? I have. We're going to have to ask it. We can't assume. But we know. Unless she comes out with the fat guy. Whoa, plot twist. Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter. Okay, very good. And this Titus asked you to spice things up for us. Pretty much. She cradles her coffee cup in both hands, warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted. Why was there a bullet hole in his head? Or why was there a bullet in his head? Bullet. There's a silence. Her brows meet in the middle for a pained frown. They shot him too? They stripped his clothes and they shot him? You mean after they hanged him? I'm confused, sorry. So am I. Were you aware that he had also been shot, miss? Things are starting to go a little over my head here. I thought he was hanged. I was not present when they did it. I don't know what happened. I just know what they told me. And Sylvie, the bartender. Sylvie? It's hard to know what to think about the answer. Very bizarre. What did she say? What did she say? Okay, stripping his clothes. So what did they hang him for if not for rape? He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing, she thinks. But you probably know all about it. And his role in the strike was what? I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous. And they lynched him for it. She nods. Right then, I think... So let's just confirm this, just for the record. You weren't raped. I'm 89% sure. So does that mean you're 11% not sure? You know how it is. You do know how it is. Do I? She flicks a bit of ash away. Maybe you don't. The ash lands on her jumpsuit. She brushes it off. In conclusion, officer, I'm going to go with a mild to medium, not raped here. What on earth? Hello, Ollie. Welcome. Oh, there's been a few interesting situations that have happened today, Ollie. There's been a few. Come on, it does sound like something's happened and you're not acknowledging it, or you're not wanting to. Well. Okay, she's confirming she hasn't been sexually assaulted. You get the feeling she's done enough opiates and needed enough Nacra to still be flippant if her arm were cut off and fed to her. Okay, well, I think we're done here. She breathed a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid. Okay, we have things to discuss downstairs, apparently. Oh, apparently we had something else to do before we go. A little thing. Did we? Perhaps I was... no, it slipped my mind. It slipped my mind. We'll return to this later. Should be here until 11 drinking coffee. Lovely. The Detective Cousteau fort is complete. Here we go. What's this about? Monsieur Cousteau. The reward for coming up with your classy new name has arrived. What are the attributes Detective Cousteau should gain in? Obviously, savoir-faire and esprit de corps. You know exactly what they do and what those words mean. They're refined, like you. You have a ton of that fancy stuff, and if the world can't accept Raphael Ambrosius is your name, you will always be Detective Cousteau to yourself. R.A. Cousteau, sophisticated culture detective, specialises in ancient things and art. Yeah, we like that. Very much so. Detective Cousteau at your service. Right, I think we've filled up our memory bank now. So we might need to, we're not going to learn any of these anyway. Although some kind of superstar does kind of sound cool. We do like the thought of us being a superstar. We'll hang fire and see what others we get in the near future, any other thoughts, and if we don't get any that tickle our fancy, we may unlock a thought cabinet here slot and go with that one. We could actually research it partly and then stop researching it, I think. Are any of these part? No, any of these part researched? Not sure. Anyway, we had a lot of information there that has just cropped up. Let's take a look at the old tasks. Question class here. She won't talk about the dead man. We need specifics to confirm the autopsy. Ask later when she has collected herself. She's there till 11, so we can go back a little bit closer to 11 and see what she says. Right, the waterlock should now be open, so we are going to go down to the other side of the place, of the city, of the town, wherever we are, where we can get some signatures, where we can find the cryptozoologist. We have speed. We just need to sniff it now. Okay. And all of these are kind of done and dusted, or sort of things that we're going to have to be lucky into stumbling into. So, yeah, Kitsuragi wants to talk downstairs, so we'll talk with Kitsuragi. We'll then talk with the Hardy Boys, and then we are going to...
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys.
Indeed.
Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Indeed it did. This is going to be a very interesting conversation. You think this will make them cooperate? Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan. Why did she tell us all of that, you reckon? What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and got away with it. And get away with it. Yeah, I'm not sure she had to lie. I wouldn't have known. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You don't think something seems off here? You think so? A shadow runs across his face. She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough. Yeah. Let's try going through this door. Kick the door in. Physical instrument. Pow! No messing around. Right in front of her? See you later, Ollie. Where does this door lead to? I don't know. He makes a note in his notebook. It is not the first closed door we've found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door. Indeed there is. Do you think this is important? I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case. Below the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers. Tap on the roof with your foot. A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building. The vigilantes, the cadaver, and he nods toward the young woman. A number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant. So maybe the door below is a mega investigation, like I suggested it might be. No, still a mini investigation. He pretends to make a note in his notebook. Let's just try pushing the door first. It's barred from the inside. You hear the bar rattle in the brackets. Even with our immense physical instrument, it's 58% chance. Would we? You know what? Would we kick the door down with her there? Yes, we flipping well would. It's not her door. It's a bloody hotel. I'm kicking it down. I'm kicking this door off its hinges. Hopefully. Screw it. I'm sick of doors blocking my flipping path. Right? I'm sick of it. So we're gonna hang on. Right. Screw it. Screw it. I don't care if Kitsuragi's here. Right, we do have a skill point. We do have a skill point to use. We could put a skill point into physical instrument to kick this door down. It seems like an important door. I'm thinking physical instrument skill point. I'm thinking popping some alcohol to also help our physical instrument loosen up our foot a bit, and then I'm thinking we kick the door in. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think so. Kitsuragi, don't mind me. This is just to numb the pain that's about to be inflicted on my foot. Whoa! Look at that. Oh, oh. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. Works of charms, does the old Pilsner. Right. That's sick of doors. Sick. Miss Glacier, nothing personal. But there's some things that aren't adding up here. 92%. That's what we're talking about, boys and girls. That's what we're talking about. Step aside, Kitsuragi. This is how we get things done when there are obstacles in our path. Boom! Spin kick, go on. Do another spin kick. Oh! Something cracks inside. I was hoping the door was going to fly open. It's an unbelievably satisfying sound. Oh, yes. Nice. The young woman nods, filling you with a belief in your own body. Oh, yeah. Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least. Would it hurt to look in? Of course it wouldn't. You think I kicked this door down? Pretty well. I didn't kick it down, but you think I almost damaged my foot for a laugh? Come on, let's get inside. Yeah, morale back when she said nice. Oh. hellfire. What have we got here? Come on. Secret passages. Secret doorways. Footprints. Oh, nice. I like secrets. I like secrets. You clearly see footprints in the door, downy carpet of dust covering the workshop floor. Jackpot. Lieutenant takes out his notebook. These, unlike everything else here, are new. Yes, let's have a closer look. Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine. Sole could be bigger than Vamp. The soles have a pattern, uniform, horizontal lines. Doesn't look like the odd-soled print we found at the hanging. He inspects the tracks closer. The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person. Well, so it doesn't look like the worker's boots, does it? No. These little horizontal lines are different. They look custom made to me, or some kind of foreign print. Hard to say. Still a boot, though. Okay. Someone's definitely been here within the last week or two. 3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. Could easily have been 1 week too. You know, officer? He looks at you. Oh, achievement unlocked. The goodest of the good cops. The hell does that mean? The Blue Door was a mega investigation after all. It has now converged with our main investigation, which I would say is quite large. Well, if I had a collar, Kitsuragi, I'd be giving it a wee tweak right now. Instead, I've got a tie and a shitty vest on. But fine. What does this mean? It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route behind our rape victim's room in the recent weeks. This may prove to be significant. Indeed it might. Indeed it might. Holy hell. So let's move on. What have we got here? Pinball machine. Ooh! Pinball maker's coat. It looks hideous. Schematics for a pinball machine. God, what is there a fascination with flipping pinball machines? Look at that coat. It looks hideous, man. Mind you, it's quite colour coordinated with our look. But no. Anyway, speaking of our look, we've got the wrong stuff on. We want that vest on, and we want that jacket on. There we go. Better. Boxes of tools and replacement parts line the shelves. The small windows taped shut. Right, we've got a lift here. So let's just make sure we're not missing anything in this rather pertinent area. This seems to be some kind of workshop for fixing up pinball machines. A long time ago. Everything is now covered with dust. Lieutenant is looking around. Yeah, there seems to be a pinball workshop. State the obvious. Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over. He taps his foot. Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door, one of them even works. I've seen one of the Hardys bang away at it. Remember the dice maker? Then that means Whirling in Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade. This is all left over from that. Ah, yes. As the novelty dice maker said, he makes a note in his notebook. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure, but I do like a nice little connection. But then it went bankrupt. His skin crawls from making the connection. Could this mean that the Whirling Rags really is part of the doomed commercial area? The old curse and all that? If it's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. He looks around. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. The doomed hostel? He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighbourhood ghost story about bankruptcy. It's not a ghost story. It's a curse. And Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells. Yeah. Counterspells. As if Gart can bloody produce counterspells, the incompetent moron. Wow. Even more secrets. White Dior, a pinball. A note. The spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room. What did that say? 5 real. Holy cow. What was that about a key in a bush? What? What? It was a bit soft.
That's what he said, Damien. A Benjamin.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
No idea.
You were that frozen, that's got...
It said win. Outside the corner room window. A corner room window. Okay. In a bush. So it's going to be outside, right? Okay, so if we want the key to that door, we've got to find it in a bush somewhere. But do we need a key to the door? I mean, we can get in and out via this. I can't see why we would need to come back in here, personally. But you never know, do you? So we'll keep an eye out for a bush near a corner window and see what we can come across. But yeah, we've got quite the lead there. Quite the lead, all due to our physical prowess. Right, thank you. Final task of the session. Speak with the Hardy Boys. I've got some explaining to do. Will they do any explaining at all? Probably not. But we can only ask the questions. We're still under the effects of alcohol, so our physical instrument, our physical prowess is going to be through the roof right now. So, God help him if he tries to try it on with us. Let's just speak with old Vikmar here.
Again, I can't believe this shit.
See you around. Just like to annoy you, Saul. Right, hello love, how you doing? Just got a few more questions, that's all. Don't mind me. Perhaps we should save it first, eh? Yeah, maybe. Right, no more Mr. Nice Guy now.
What is it?
No more Mr. Nice Guy. How do we start this? We'll get him to dig himself, further into his hole. First of all, we'll just play. We found someone who saw the hanging. Witness. Witness? The tall man crosses his arms on his chest. You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this. That's just cop tactics, Titus. Next he's going to tell you one of us already rolled on the others. And is in witness protection. My witness isn't local. Titus scratches the back of his head and asks, well, let's hear it then. Who's your mystery fella? Drop him in it. Was that his real name? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? So we just drop him right in it. We don't like government officials. No, we don't. Of course, we're not going to do that. We're not going to be stupid to do that. But that is just giving enough information without giving too much. We've got to get him thinking. You've got to get him just sort of panicking. She'll be the voice of reason, this stupid cow here, but for he gormless ass here, high-ranking government official. Let's just leave it at that. Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Titus looks over his shoulder to his men. Nice try, right? I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They're desperate. He turns to you. Tell us, copper, what wacky claims did he make? Yeah, well, witness said the hanging went down very quietly. No shouting. No commotion. Very strange for somebody that's been lynched, isn't it? It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy Boys are dead silent. Yeah, it's like they put cowbells on you before they send you into the streets, he says provokingly. What's with the cowbells, policeman? The witness also said he saw two people of Aeropagite descent and one Mesk. Aeropagite? He starts laughing. Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo. Well, yeah, Titus nods. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Alan were there too. I already told you. We were all there. Yeah, the witness said it all looked like a surreal play. Very strange indeed. Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. The Mesk spits on the ground angrily. Everything's a surreal play. Or a sublime whatever. Doesn't mean anything. It means a whole scene was long and drawn out. Like it was from a film. What is this fella's problem? The little guy addresses everyone and no one. Sorry, we didn't make it more action-packed. It wasn't the first thing on our minds, you see. Shanky. It's Shanky, right? He doesn't wait for an answer. I thought there's something wrong about the lynching story. Now I know there was. You don't know shit. I know you're lying, Shanky. He writes in his notebook. Kitsuragi. I do love it when he ups his level. It's enough about the witness, though. I've got other things to discuss with you, Mr. Hardy. So witness. I pulled the same shit. Came up with some shit. Then went and said it to people. Get a reaction. Don't have to go to cop school to try that. You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great. Yeah, of course you are, pal. You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job. Okay. Maybe it doesn't feel like this did anything to them, but they have to be fretting a little. They have to be fretting a little. Everyone is afraid of witnesses. Witness is a scary word. We got them thinking. We got them thinking. Let's go over the rape victim again. Again? Seriously, man. He shakes his head. Fine, fire away. In fact... Okay, we can't. That's fine, fine. No, let's not go about it. In fact, I'm just going to tell you exactly what she said. She said she wasn't raped. Fuck. The big man's eyes and veins bulge. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted. Oh dear, that's not the answer you should have said, is it? Should have played it a bit more coy, you gormless ass. For the record, she steps in forcefully, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her. Unless I've got wax in my ears, love, I think that's exactly what he said. And my note-taker friend here doesn't miss a trick. So pipe down. Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He turns back to you. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea. She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down and she doesn't fucking trust you. Yeah, she's crazy, you know, the rat-faced man says carefully. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up. All right. All right. But cut the bullshit. She told me the truth. Lawman, he says through clenched teeth, I'm at the end of my fucking goddamn rope with you. I told you not to push her. Okay, are we going here? Are we really doing this, Mr. Hardy? Don't tempt me, please. His hands become fists. I mean, I may look like a bum, dressed in beanie hat, string vest, crocodile skin shoes, but don't threaten me, whatever you do. And you went and pushed her. Something breaks in him. He takes a step closer and says, I'm going to fucking hit you. Duck. Titus Hardy! Her voice rings through the room like a warning shot. Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. That is not a success. A success is him swinging for me ducking out the way, and absolutely laying him spark out on the floor. All people in their shock horror, all taken aback in shock, and we 1-0. Well, probably about 3-0 at this point. Damn. God damn, exactly! No one tells you to put your fist down. Everett personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood? Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command. Okay, who's the second in command? Probably the older guy with the kind of short hair. Yeah, him. Look, copper. The tattooed man snaps his fingers to get your attention. We know the dead fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Oh, that's a revelation. Show it to him, T. Turns to Titus, who's still breathing heavily. What's the harm, right? Here, jerkwad. Slams an audio tape on the table. Listen to this shit, and then come back and tell me the soldier of apocalypse was an innocent man. Oh, we ain't finished yet. What's on this tape? What's on it? We call it the Door Gunner Megamix. You'll know why once you listen to it. Where did you get this tape? You think we got into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that. So you bug them. How? We have machines. He nods. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbour works? It's advanced stuff. Understood. You've listened in on their communications. He takes a little note. How long? Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons. Things got nice and quiet after that. Which one of you is doing this advanced radio work then? It's not advanced, the heavy man wheezes. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. Gets hot as hell in there. Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work. Chief picks his beer back up to offer a silent toast. Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit. Where can I listen to this? I'm sure we can find a tape player, the Lieutenant whispers. There was one in the pawn shop. I'm not paying for it, though. Where can I listen to this? He mocks. Why don't you try shoving it up your ass, genius? Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker. His voice echoes like thunder in a small room. I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem, he repeats calmly, in a hushed voice. And why should I care about this tape, eh? You lied to me. You don't care about evidence. His eye twitches. The fuck are you a cop for then? Pigs, T! They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They're fucking keeping score on their bulletin boards. I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we've got nothing to talk about. Okay, that's enough for now. I'll get back to the investigation, and when I'm ready, I'll come knocking again. Let's hope you've calmed down by then, okay? We wouldn't want any incidents to occur, would we now? Don't forget your tape, lawman. He pushes a little tape towards you with his giant hand. Compliments of Titus Hardy. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it, thank you very much. And I'll wait up with all the other evidence. Not going to pin all my hopes on it. We'll be seeing each other. You do that, he says, adjusting his belt buckle. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you need a reminder of human ugliness someday. Bye now. Oh, well, that was a turn up, wasn't it? Look at that. So we've got 2 points to put into our statistics. We have a new item. We have a tape. Doorgunner Megamix. A magnetic tape acquired from Titus Hardy. Holds a recording of the Mercenary Task Force radio communications recorded via a de-encryption station. Not a good omen. Requires a boombox to play. If only you had a boombox. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape. And we have a quest item to go and listen to the tape. The only place where I've seen a tape player is in the pawn shop, which is not too far from here. So I'm just going to quickly go down there and see if we can maybe borrow it. I don't want to pay for the damn thing, but if we can just borrow it, maybe. I think we're going to have to buy it, to be honest with you. It's going to be painful, but we'll see. Come on, Kitsuragi. Come on. And it's Wednesday, so of course the place is going to be open. The drawbridgey thing. Okay. Oh yeah, and oh, who's this guy? And this guy. And that guy as well. New people. Yeah. Drugs. No talking about druggies. No talking about druggies. Thank you. Yeah, up here somewhere, right? Was there some kind of a music player?
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that plays a tape for police business, not for personal pleasure. Get my drift? Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves. That indicates that I have to purchase it, right? No. 12 real. Look, I don't need to buy the machine. I just need to play a tape on it. Can I just quickly play the tape on it, please? Police business, yeah? Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have. Won't now. Well, can I get a discount then? Police business and all that? A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real. A man like that in a neighbourhood like this? In a rickety house? Falling into the sea? There's fear in him. Use it to your advantage. He's seen a lot of things, hasn't he? So I don't think that's going to wash. Let's make it 8. Come on. Let's not mess around here. Actually, yes, that's 8. 8's an even better number than 12. Even more internal balance, yeah. He observes the light on the wall and adds, better integrity too. I actually don't have 8 right now, but when I do have 8, I'll be back. We could probably got. I don't think we'd have got away with 4, but now I'm intrigued. But the law of bartering. Sometimes it doesn't pay to be overly greedy. You know. Right, we'll be back. We have no means to make any coin at the minute, so before we do come back, I think it's time for us to venture to the southern part of the city. Now that it's open to us, which is going to be a whole new adventure. New places, lots of new attire to pick up. Yeah. And I think to get across, we might just have to pull this thing right here. So we're going to pull it, and then we're going to end the session. Pull the lever. Again. Aha! You hear a loud clunk. And the water lock starts moving. Nice. All right. The lieutenant looks across the canal. We can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks, and if you wanted to forge that document for Everett, now you can. All sounds pretty, spiffing, marvellous to me. New adventures await, new lines of inquiry. And a cryptozoologist to chew the fat with. How do we get across? Not a clue. But we'll figure it out in the next session. So there you go, folks. Thank you for joining me. It's been a very enjoyable session. Lots of fun and games, and we didn't get into too much mischief. It was a bit of drug taking and falling unconscious on a park bench. Other than that, I think we were quite modest. But we are making good progress, and the story is getting really, really good. I'm really enjoying the twists, the turns, the intricacies of the story. It's so good. It's so good as this, isn't it? Right, so thank you for joining me. Tomorrow we're going to be streaming again because I can't play football. So tomorrow is CK2, where I'll showcase one of my purchases from Comic-Con. I'll showcase one of my purchases. My little prop. It's a little prop I've got for myself for CK2. So that, look forward to that. It'll be around about the same time, 7 o'clock. So hopefully you can join us for some more fun with Senrad as we maybe go across to Bulgaria and take down their empire for the glory of Christendom. So yeah, see you tomorrow for that. And thanks for watching this evening. Until next time, have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. See you soon.